Hello everyone, and welcome to City Crit. I am your Dungeon Master Harna, and joining me is my usual rigmarole of players. Let's start off with the person with the coolest Patronus on Pottermore, and then work our way down from there.
You know what? I'm going first. I think owls are fucking cool, and in this campaign, they're definitely fucking cool. Hi, I'm George. I play Atlas Moreau, the Owlin Druid, and my Patronus is the Great Grey Owl.
I'll go next, I think. Hi, I'm Mary. I play Astra, the ASMR cleric, and my ASMR Patronus is a wolf. So, yeah.
I feel like our Patronuses and our ASMR are like polar opposites. Like, the Patronuses got swapped at the post office. They got sent to the wrong person.
Imagine how pissed Cyrus would be to do a Patronus spell and see a little white dog jump out.
Maybe it's accurate.
That being said, can Cyrus even summon a Patronus? You need to have happy memories for that.
Oh. Why you gotta hurt Cyrus like that? I'm gonna go next because I think my Patronus is cool. Hello, my name is Ryan. I play Cyrus Revenmar, the ASMR Barbarian, and my Patronus is a Highland Terrier. They're small but scrappy, and they're fluffy and cute, and they're great. Happy memories all abound. Now, for the record, Cyrus probably doesn't have very many happy memories.
My
Hoping to make some.
Rowan wood with a phoenix core, 13 inches, and supple flexibility.
Ooh, phoenix core.
Phoenix core. Fancy.
Is yours not Phoenix?
I think mine's Dragon Heartstring.
Mine's Unicorn Core.
Unicorn whore?
Core.
Yes.
Mine's a unicorn whore.
Unicorn
slut.
It's like a slutty unicorn lifts my wand, I don't know.
Okay, who wants to remind us what happened last time?
Just not gonna introduce Volkir and Barrels. You don't get Patronuses.
Do you not have Patronuses?
No, I've never done it.
If I remember correctly, so I'll go next then. Hi, I'm Anthony. I play Baristaku for the State of Rogue Fighter, and if I remember correctly, I think my Patronus was a Greyhound.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
That's why I wasn't going, because I don't know what mine is. So I'm Will.
We could do it live with Will right now. Sign up to Wizarding World.
God.
My friend got a Thestral, and I was like, that's so cool, but imagine if you did the Patronus having never seen someone die, so you just summon it, it's like, what the fuck is that?
Or you summon it and you can't see it.
Yeah.
You're like, guys, I can't see my Patronus.
A wizard who thinks that their Patronus doesn't work until they see someone die.
Or it's like he's like, my Patronus didn't work, and the kid in the corner's like, yeah, it did.
No, it worked. You're good. You're fine.
Or none of the kids see it, but he does.
Well, sad.
Yeah.
What is this fucking like? I see dead people. Right. Jesus. Kick it off, people.
I also love that that's what pulls the fucking, like, Hogwarts carts. Like, they couldn't just get, like, horses. Like, you had to get something kind of magic.
I saw the bloody, what was it? The fan theory that after the battle of Hogwarts that fucking everyone sees them. It's like,
yeah, a lot of dead bodies floating around.
Or
flying
it
around,
happens.
blasted by spells.
But yeah,
Brian's just, it happens.
But not Remus Lupin, because
it happens.
I crossed that out in my copy of the book, so he's still alive.
Well, who wants to remind us what happened previously for us?
Dragons.
There was dragons.
There was dragons. We were hunting a spy.
dragon was like, hey, can you solve a mystery for me? And we were like, oof, not our strong suit, buddy, but I guess we'll try. So we spoke to a bunch of Dragonborn. We were like, none of these seem shady, really. We innately trust all of these people. And then we spoke to the last guy, and we were like, he seems a little shady. But he also said another guy seems shady. So we've gone from 0 to 2. Now we're gonna go check out that Asimar who's supposedly a Great Lay.
Well, we're going to the Archmage first because she's the final dragon, and
I thought the architect was also a dragon.
I mean,
have we not been to the
dragons?
You've not been, yes. So yes, the architect, the artisan, master artisan Zelda Bronze Flame is a dragon, is a dragon, but he
I
presents.
put little stars next to their name if they were dragons.
And then Archmage Aloria
He
Moonsilver is also a dragon, but she will
Yeah,
not present as a humanoid form.
Who did we see last? We saw the.
we saw the two generals.
Yeah,
so the two
so
generals,
they
and
are
then you also
both
saw,
to the west.
You also saw Torin at the Skeeled Cup Tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all
So
stuck
basically looking at that, then we are like what? Looking at this, 15 minutes away from the Archmage. We are 3 hours away from the Master Artisan.
Yeah, he's way in the south.
So I think maybe
Temple Plaza is also but not in the
Archmage,
south.
artisan, and then
Okay, so we go see the Archmage and then we start hiking south.
And you guys have a little
And then-
little sash pass that
Yes,
lets you
ma'am.
go by.
The Sashbus.
I can't remember my Pottermore password. I have to get that.
oh my god.
I'm trying to find my wand specifications to make sure I was right, but
So
We'll say I was
you
right.
head towards the Hall of Wisdom.
Word of wisdom.
We'll fit right in. We make so many wise decisions.
The Hall of Wisdom is like, I mean, I don't know what you were expecting. It's not like a big Archmage's tower or like a big Archmage fortification. It is just a very grand library. Not too dissimilar to the library in the city of Manchester, like where it's kind of almost looks a bit out of place. Like the building itself is a bit older than everything around it. Very grand and also like Gothic architecture. The actual Hall of Wisdom itself, these big grand doors, big rising stairs leading up to it, and inside there are about bookshelves nearly about 18-foot tall, some of them, on this ground floor. Plush red carpet, smooth marble floors, lots of like warm wood pillars as well to support a big balcony that kind of surrounds like the frames about after 30 foot up of having an upper level where there are another set of extra tall bookshelves as well. And then finally a third level itself seems to form a little ring in this big dome in the kind of center. There is a spiral staircase that winds its way up beneath the large dome, connecting to the second floor by a series of like branching stairwells that are kind of like they almost like spiral out from each other like DNA, like connecting up to the different levels. And they're like, it's busy enough in here. You see a few kobolds, you see like a few dragonborn, a couple lizard folk, a good few Liganti as well, all like, you know, either studying or like, you know, looking for things. Look more like almost like university style as opposed to like, you know, anything. Not like it's not like you found like a mage's college or something like that. It's more.
Stop
Can we
resetting your
find-
Pottermore password.
I'm not. I'm actually making D&D notes. Thank you very much.
I'm reviewing my bloody suspects list. I made a spreadsheet out of it.
That's what I'm looking at the suspects as well. As far as I'm aware, I think we were all feeling pretty good about Torin. Considering he's the most suspicious one. I think we all feel pretty good
I'm
about
still
him.
pretty suspicious of a Zarkapis Night Scale.
Hey, Barros knows him inside and out now, so...
So,
I think-
who do we need to find?
the Archmage.
The Archmage Alora Moonsilver.
I assume that because, like
the
all
DM's
things
dog
in
is
this place,
freaking out with his fireworks.
like all things, she's probably going to be at the top because they always have the top office for some reason.
Is there a receptionist in the library?
There
Can
would
we
be
ask?
a librarian desk, kind of not too far from the main door, with, you know, a few like signs up all written in Draconic. You see like there's like a little like image of like a Draconic like snout with like a little like Draconic scaled finger over the top of a little like red like no symbol over the top. You see behind it there's a dragonborn woman. She has like these like kind of like they're probably more like silvery kind of scales because like silver dragonborn kind of color. these like piercing blue eyes and like these little half moon spectacles that rest on like the bridge of her her snout that looks like it doesn't do much. Quite fine looking kind of like clothing, almost like a little like brown suit.
Would Dragonborn need glasses like horses? Because they're on the side of their head, or do they have front-facing eyes?
I believe Dragonborn have like front-facing eyes.
Does anybody want to ask the receptionist where Alora is? Because I don't speak dragon.
Sure. Go on.
Thank you, Volgear.
I'll walk up and ask. I'll be nice this time and not insult Cyrus in the process.
Sure. Be safe.
I haven't done anything to these librarians to warrant insulting.
No, it's just a common thing now at the moment to say my something along. I'll just ask if they know.
My companion loves book nerds.
Allura Silver is, please.
Oh, you're looking for the Archmage, yes. She would be found up in the higher chambers. She's doing some research at the moment, but as long as you don't mind interrupting her, I suppose she would be fine.
I don't mind interrupting her. Do you have any specific directions, or is it just...
On the top floor, you should see. I believe she's working on a new spell.
Well, Barrow really called it.
Told you, it's the Archmage. It's always the Archmage.
Right. Let's go. I will turn around and go. Let's go.
Follow Volgear.
You head up towards the spiral staircase and begin following it, winding its way up.
Yep.
Perfect. After probably about, couple of minutes time in the stairs, eventually you find yourselves at the top floor, and you're probably only about, it's like this is a big grandiose building. You're probably only about maybe 80, maybe 100-foot top, like off the ground here, and you kind of see these spiral staircase kind of branches out, connecting to the actual the main floor, this highest level, and it's kind of like a little narrow kind of like gangway along the actual like overlooking a little balcony kind of style, and it does stretch out a little bit kind of lengthways along the building as well here, in like almost like an attic like space, big arched roof as well, kind of overhead, and a few more bookshelves. However, on the one far end there are no bookshelves. There is a large open space, and it appears like there is a glimmering barrier of blue arcane energy, and there are these little like cyan glyphs that kind of like trace themselves all along it.
This looks fancy.
Are the glyphs in Draconic, or?
They appear to be arcane in nature. They are not like Draconic glyphs. If you move up towards them,
I'm assuming we do.
I don't know what they do.
There's about 30 foot before you even reach them, but like the bookshelves kind of narrow your cone of vision. If you get a bit closer, they widen out, and you see off to one side there is a bronze dragonborn. She has like long spines that kind of like start at the top of her head and then end some way down about her mid back. She wears a backless dress, and she currently is like hunched over, standing at a standing desk on the far right hand side. You see there is a crystal bowl in front of her, which is glowing with that same cyan color that the runes are covered in.
I don't know anything about magic, guys. If anyone wants to take the lead on this one, I will be greatly appreciative.
I feel like something has gone wrong on my character sheet. Because apparently I have a +7 to Arcana, but I like definitely don't.
You might gain expertise in something.
I can check.
I've done nature as well.
Are you looking at the right character sheet?
Yeah,
yes, I'm looking at the right character.
Okay, no, it's just we've had a few times where Sanor starts using ranger stuff, and we're going, Sanor, you don't know ranger stuff. You're looking at the wrong sheet again. Will.
Yeah. I can attest happens a fair few times.
What happens if I touch one of the glyphs?
Touch it. Touch it, Cyrus.
Go touch it. I just saw an evil
For a
smile.
single second, Atlas is possessed by the soul of a half-elf who really wants you to touch something.
What are the symbols of the glyphs? Or are they all just like scrolled?
They are like arcane symbols. You don't know. You can make an Arcana check and try to work out what they might be.
Cyrus will do an Arcana check while touching them because that's what he would do.
You touch the barrier.
I will touch the barrier with a 7 in Arcana.
Okay. Cyrus touches the barrier. You don't really know what these symbols say, but they're definitely magic symbols.
It's
As you
magic.
touch it, nothing happens for a moment, and then one of those cyan little forms like streaks past over your hand. I need you to get a saving throw, please.
With advantage, because I see this happening.
You do see it coming.
Okay, cool.
And also, I think that the new danger sense, you don't even fucking need to see it anymore.
That's 17. No, Dex as long as I am not incapacitated.
Yeah, so you don't need to see it. You don't need to see it anymore. You just, as long as you're not unconscious, basically, you get the advantage.
17.
So, yeah, you pull back just as you see this glyph begin to like course a little bit of arcane energy. You take 3 points of lightning damage. That's already reduced. And the individual like looks, and the crystal ball kind of sparks as well. And you see she looks over, narrows her eyebrows, and like kind of like walks over towards you, waving a hand. And the crystal ball like fizzles out into a dull glass, and the barrier again kind of like all cascades down and away.
Sorry, I'm just imagining narrows her eyebrows, like eyebrows just like.
Her actual eyebrows
Narrows
narrow.
her eyebrows, narrows her eyes.
Yeah.
From bushy eyebrows to pencil drawn.
Yeah,
That's what happens. Yeah, she casts a spell, and her eyebrows become on fleek. That's what happens. Okay.
me leaving the house.
Serious eyebrows.
Gotta get on my business eyebrows.
Hello. Sorry to disturb you.
Consider me disturbed.
Oh, well, in that case,
If it makes you feel any better, we disturb a lot of people.
Very well.
She's standing next to a chimera. That's pretty disturbing.
we're looking for
Yes.
how to describe it. It's like a sigil type thing. Kind of looks like a covered glass, with a little dragon in it. Apparently, there are some suspicious people about. We're looking to see if you know anything.
I feel like we should help him, but it's funny.
Buy something?
Yeah.
No, we recently met with Argentium, and he said that something has gone missing from his room.
Okay.
We're on an errand for another dragon, and we've been sent here. And to prove that we're helpful, he has given us a task of finding this item.
This is painful to watch.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's some kind of magical dragon thing.
A magical dragon thing from the ruler of Aurastone. That sounds like a thing.
Yes, well, apparently this thing has gone missing, and
Do you know what this thing is called, or does, or looks like?
it improves a dragon's innate characteristics. It's
Are you reading off? Is that quilling on your hand?
no, it's like a sigil type thing, a crest. It's like a semicircle of half blue. It's about yay big, silver backing, small coiled dragon skeletal inside.
I do have one of those.
You do?
Is this what you're looking for? And as she waves a hand, and a little tiny portal appears next to her hand, and she reaches into it, and she pulls out a snow globe.
It's like that, but
It has a little dragon inside and everything. You can keep that. I have 150 of them.
Cyrus will take the snow globe.
You can look down. You have a draconic snow globe, and inside there's a little silver dragon playing in the snow.
Adorable.
Oh, Jesus.
This is lovely, but not quite what we're after.
This
is apparently.
I thought you were here
Cyrus,
for
it's full
toys.
of
People of
snow.
your
If you
intellect
hold
tend
it
to
too
be,
long,
you
it's gonna
know,
hurt your hands.
children.
It's not real snow.
Yeah, he's a bit.
Maybe it's a mind over matter thing. If you believe it's real snow, maybe it can harm you.
No, I know it's not real snow, so belief has nothing to do with it. And all right, someone else tag in. I'm
A
done.
dragon
And Cyrus will
crest
just
was
kick his
stolen
snow
from
globe.
Argentium's quarters. He's tasked us to get it back. We're investigating every single person that has access to his quarters to find out who took it and why.
Yes, I've studied the sigil before. I've identified it for him when he first procured it. No, I have not seen it. Sorry.
Ah, that was easy.
Insight.
Insight.
Thank you. I was trying to do the I do the talking, someone else does the, but she's too intelligent for me.
Also, everyone found it for
Jesus.
you. You tried to.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I know what it is. Cyrus doesn't know what it is, so I have to play the part.
Magical dragon bullshit. I don't know.
Atlas and Astra, she doesn't. She's genuine, but you can see that she is. She's definitely more interested in getting rid of you than entertaining the thought of you much longer.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty common sentiment across the dragons, to be fair.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time, I guess.
Oh, wait, before we go, do you think someone else would take it?
Oh yeah, anyone you suspect?
To take a sigil from Argentum's quarters, I would go for someone with more of a baseline intellect, because that is quite a stupid thing to do.
Why would you?
Aren't all dragons kind of intelligent, though?
Yes, dear, of course we are. Some of us sit in
What
the
she
higher
said
reaches
is-
of libraries and have the
Cyrus's
same intellect as all the others.
No,
What-
his
what-
eyebrows!
Volgir will just pat Cyrus on the back. What she's trying to say, friend, is that even though some dragons are very intelligent to our standards, they're stupid to other dragons. Therefore, we are on such a low level of stupid that she doesn't even register it.
I appreciate you saying we and not singling me out, Volgir. I appreciate that.
Same difference.
So maybe one to be prone to smacking things rather than reading up on things.
Or setting someone
we know
up.
someone like that.
I have
Trying to
no
question them.
suspects, if that's what you mean. I'm just a general statement, as it were.
I still vote we pin it on Night Scale and call it a day.
Just because Nightscale tried to kill you does not mean he's guilty.
He's guilty of trying to kill me.
If you think it is
Yes.
someone, it probably isn't Nightscale.
I'm
There
not
we go.
saying that I
Thank you.
think it's Night Scale. I'm
What-
saying that I
what
think we
makes you
should pin
say-
it on him.
What makes you say it wouldn't be Nightscale?
I don't think he's cunning enough or even intelligent enough to know what that thing would be capable of.
What about his sister?
Maybe
She
they're
is
working
more
together.
ambitious than him and definitely a more
Evil,
powerful
evil double team.
creature. But I don't know if... Potentially. I can't say that I've seen her show much desire for any arcane enhancements in the past. She's quite proud.
So you're saying she'd rather get somewhere under her own steam?
Indeed. There is... Ooh, anyone else who could be... I mean, I don't even know who has access to those quarters. Only other one I would know would be Toran.
Who you think suspicious as fuck, based on everyone else's opinion, I assume?
Oh, well, me and him have history. I don't think he would, but he definitely would be the most capable. But it would have to gain him something more
worthwhile. Why are you narrowing your eyebrows at history? We know what the history is.
I know. I'm just like, geez, this guy gets around.
He told
He's
you about
tapping
her.
all the.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
I thought
is his
he slept.
fiance. He
But he
then fucked the high priestess separately.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this was the fiance.
This is who he was gonna marry, and then also he fucked the high priest a separate time.
Outside the engagement. After it was called off. As far as he's claiming.
As far as he claims. I don't think we're very good detectives. I think we're better at terrorism.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I don't want to agree to that.
I hope you're not attached to that sword.
Yeah, no.
No, you're not.
No.
Oh, fantastic. We'll go hand it over right now and get this whole thing over and done with.
No.
So moving on then.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we got like
Very
a
much
4-hour
so.
hike south. Well, 1 hour hike Asmar, 3-hour hike, but
3-hour hike, yeah. I think we might be doing this for a while.
Well,
Do we not want to go see the architecture?
I believe the artisan is past
yeah,
the priestess
so
in
it's
the
an
same
hour
direction.
south to get to the priestess, and then another 3 hours south to get to the architect. So we might as well go see her and then keep going if we wanna.
Or should we go to the architect first and then get her on the way back?
No, because
No, because what if she's like guilty as fuck, and then we don't even have to see the other guy?
Get to meet new people.
I'm not hiking
What if
3
the
hours.
new people
just to meet
set me
new
on
people.
fire?
That was kind of your fault for getting in his face with the chimera.
That's just me. Thank you for your time.
That's
Just
Laura.
trying to-
Whenever you
Enjoy
whenever you speak to
testing
her,
spells and
you look up and you see she actually has now you kind of turn your attention back towards her. You see she's like has cast mage hand and like summon a book to her, and she's reading it. And you speak, and she doesn't even look up to listen to you. But then she like catches you like looking at her, makes eye contact, and you see she waves it, and you just hear the sound of like a spell drop. Like, sorry, dear, I had a silence spell. I find this very useful and surrounded by people of the intellect of.
Are all dragons
Present
so
company.
up their own asses, or is that just like specific to this city?
I was
don't know,
just
I think it
saying
might be
goodbye. Let's go.
Thing.
Bye. Don't let the door hit you on your very un-up ass.
Maybe
That's
we just pin it on
That
her.
wasn't a great
That's not even-
comeback.
That's not even the way to say that.
I was just leaving like, well, she wasn't very good at comebacks, but I just would like to meet one dragon who's not, you know, completely up themselves.
For someone imbued with lightning, she disappointed me, and Ash is gonna keep walking.
So we're going to the priest then.
Maybe that's why Torm was the most chill. He's not a dragon. The second you're a dragon, you just become a giant tool.
Sounds fair.
But I head down towards the
Atlas
bastion.
will look to Adragon and be like, "You're on thin ice, buddy. You're pretty chill now, but you keep getting bigger."
I am most chill. But
I
more
don't
chill
know
if
if-
I was turned into, say, a silver or white-colored dragon. Then I would
I don't
be
know if-
the mostest chill.
I don't know if he can actually become like a full dragon. Remember the flying drape?
You saying I'm not a real dragon?
I don't know what he's saying. He's just growling at me at the moment.
Angry dragon noises.
I'm going to... hold me back. Take my tail. Hold me back. Let me out. Let me keep the tail. Hold me back. Let me out.
No one's holding you back, man. You can just bite him if you want.
He's lucky I've got little legs.
Oh yeah, he's looking at me weird.
While you did anger the thing that I want to get rid of, you could just join me on getting rid of him.
Do you want to get rid of a dragon?
No. Very much so.
A dragon?
You want to get rid of a dragon?
No.
Do you think we're talking to Tewa right now?
No, my brain is not computing shit.
I believe he thinks you're talking to me, his talking sword, who also has a property voice.
Another one.
And also a dragon.
Yeah, there's too many dragons in this party. Can we get rid of them?
Castor, the great Thor Maelstrom. And a dragon sounds like this. A dragon is a little bit different and not quite as grandiose.
I need to bring him up so he's more grandiose, and then I'm going to be even more confused just by voices.
Well, that's one solution. Get rid of the sword.
Yeah.
Alright,
No.
well, on the subject of all dragons
No,
are
get rid of
everyone else,
that.
and I don't want to
Winston
interact with any
Tewa.
more of them, let's go talk to the Aasimar, who hopefully will be slightly less uproar. You know, I've known a whole
priest,
2
though.
Aasimar, at least one of them's pretty chill. Go.
Priest, though.
Who's the new one?
Basically, a
Asher's
priest.
gonna side-eye him, like,
They're
excuse me,
usually pretty uppity, you know.
excuse me.
They're priests. You're not a priest. You're a
Excuse
cleric.
me?
It's different.
I was raised by them, what's
What's
the
the
difference?
level? Like, is it like a higher level, or like what are you?
No, clerics are like combat priests,
You're like
which I can get
priest
behind. The other
junior
priests
or
are
Combat
something?
healers.
Priest
They're
light?
combat medics.
Diet
That's what they are.
priest?
combat's in the name. It's good, unless if this is a combat priest.
So, if you want to know the actual what an actual cleric versus a priest is,
Yeah.
a priest is someone who teaches and it lectures and tells people about their god and like how their god works and their principles, their tenets. A priest is the type of thing that we have all, if you've ever been to church, seen at an altar. Whoever's leading that ceremony, that is in essence over there, reverend, you know, I was going to use a different example.
They're sermons.
Yeah, sermons. They are people who tell you stuff. A cleric is able to actually channel their god's power.
So you're like better than a priest.
Yeah, so they're different. It's almost like the closest thing that we have to real life clerics are
Jesus.
no,
Exorcists.
yes, exorcists technically do channel a bit of the power of God, but they're also just a little bit. But it is more.
Spirit mediums.
I was gonna say, those people who are like, can I get someone up here to be healed by the Lord? Like, and then they make a man walk again. Like, that's a cleric. Like, it's like, look at me doing miracles. Like, but maybe they're not. They're not necessarily like, they're not like, I'm the son of God. They're like, God just uses me as a vessel to
Say
do
in the
this.
name of Jesus that this man's gonna walk again.
Also,
I've
the
just
fact
had
that
an
no one
idea
has done
for
that
it.
for a cleric is insane. Like, that is the best trope ever. Just doing they could have like a posse of just like the singing choir and stuff.
I
It'd be
think the
so
reason
good.
that none of us have done that is we are all a little too far on one side of the scale. We're
Doesn't
like
matter.
a fucking my mum's selection of paints for the kitchen.
See, I've just had an idea for a character.
There is time.
I've just had the idea for a cleric that just waits till the moment you die and goes, "You will now believe." Heal. Just like, you better believe. Right. Goes Mr. T style on clericing.
I saw someone who had a bard who was like an army drill sergeant, and whenever he inspired someone, he just screamed in their face.
Also, I'm pretty sure a lot of televangelists, or the fuck they're called, the people who do all that shit, are white.
Oh yeah,
they're all
televangelists are
yeah,
white.
That's what the more televangelists kind of stuff. But they're channeling the Lord's power.
They're also scam
Just like the
artists.
supernatural right now.
So a cleric basically can do the spells, whereas a priest.
Did you know
in
all of
general is just someone who
televangelists'
teaches.
earnings are like tax-free because they're a church?
Mm-hmm.
All of them. Everything they
artists.
earn, tax-free.
And why'd you and
I don't even think about
particularly interesting in the US because they managed to get away with so much. Like,
There's like
Yeah.
a video of a guy talking about it, and he's like, I bought a first-class jet, cash. And for all those jealous in the room, the next day I went and I bought another one, cash. Act happy for my blessing.
yeah, there was one near where I lived in the US, and they had they made a church that was bigger than the college's stadium. The college spent $5 million just on the ground.
They also live in like
Just on the ground.
multi-million-dollar houses, which are also like property tax-free because they call them parsonages.
Anyway, you guys
Life
start
is
the
so
long
cool
walk
if you're
south.
willing to horribly exploit the
This
sick and
is what we're
elderly.
talking about the whole way there, apparently.
Yep. As you arrive,
I actually heard that apparently a lot of that stuff that happens is they get the crowd so psyched up that your endorphins kick in, so that's such a high thing. So when someone stands up, they don't feel the pain because their endorphins and adrenaline's going. And then like 2 days later or a day later, they're like, oh fuck, my leg.
it's
So
also
what you're saying is they
confirmation
get
bias.
people high.
I
They
knew
get people high
someone.
enough that they forget they can't walk.
community.
It's
Community
it's
high.
confirmation bias. If someone tells you something enough and you believe it.
Nope.
Oh, it's just fireworks.
She needs you. I knew someone who used a wheelchair, but she didn't need to use it all the time. She just couldn't walk like long distances. But she would like stand up to like maneuver around stuff, and her boyfriend got in the habit of every single time she stood out of her wheelchair to move, he would
It's a
go,
miracle!"
"It's a miracle! Oh my god, she's walking!" Like every single time, and she's like, "Please fucking stop!"
I might start doing that with Finola.
It's a
God.
miracle.
Praise
You
the
will-
Lord.
You're gonna get a glowing walking stick to the face many times
Yeah.
a day.
The
Yeah.
face is being generous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to be PG for Twitch.
This stream is anything but PG.
All I did was
I did Dragonborn last week.
There was an implication. I didn't say the actual words. There was an implication. To the
Anthony's
priest.
girlfriend is going to hit him directly in the
Let's
balls
go
with a
see a
stick.
priest.
In
We need one.
speaking
Fucking hell.
about certain parts of the body, let's go see the priest.
Oh, Jesus.
Pardon?
What? What kind of segue was that?
You stand outside
Look,
the
you want to.
bastion of law.
Yeah.
The Bastion of Order.
Oh,
the,
it's
this is
Bastion of Order, yeah, yeah.
The Bastion of Order, this grand temple dedicated to Aelys. You see this, it is this like big, it looks almost similar to like a mosque, kind of in like design. It has minaret, it has like a big dome. There is like a full fire thing going off outside, and my dogs just continue freaking the fuck out.
I tried to give her a treat to calm her down, but she barked and just like sprayed treat bits everywhere.
Is there just one dog going mental and the other one's just like,
Yeah,
yeah,
Sylvie
this
doesn't
is
give a
just
shit about
happening.
Still
fireworks.
doesn't care about fireworks, like not even a little bit. Juno hates fireworks.
Sylvie's just sat in the
always
corner
one.
looking at her
Still
going,
probably
would you calm the
still
fuck down? I'm
learning.
trying to have a nap.
I mean,
So-
would you
Sylvie's
chill
fair.
enough for you to
Sylvie's
wrap a
under my
blanket around her
desk.
head? Like, if you muffled her ears, would that chill her out? Or
I'm just waiting for George to get back and we're just going to see a dog. Like,
It's okay.
oh, there's one.
Yeah, I've got one dog, George does the other.
You chose the calm one.
Yeah.
She's happy.
Or did the calm one choose you?
No, she was under my desk, so she chose me. But yeah, so basically you arrive outside the bastion of Orders, big temple. It's like yeah, very like moss-looking design, big minarets, big arcing dome, grand
Now,
kind
just-
of like opening doors.
It wasn't a priest, it was a priestess, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was the
priestess.
high
High
priestess.
priestess.
Yeah.
And was there a second name? Because all I've got is Alice as notes.
Aelys is the god.
Aelys is the god. Valera.
Valera.
Valera is the
That's it.
name.
Thank you.
We didn't get a second name. I just have her as Valera ASMR.
Okay, she
Valera
doesn't
is-
bark
Oh.
if she's being held.
Yet.
We now have 2 additional members to the party.
Yeah,
That's
we got a
just two
Dragon
sides
is
of
on
Tewa.
George's lap, and this is Tewa here.
No, I think yours is a dragon and I've got tail.
I was about to say, Dragon's probably calmer than Toa.
She's falling. She's very big.
It's a 30-kilogram dog.
She's not a lap dog. She was never made.
Look at their arms.
Double the size of my dogs.
Flailing desperately.
Help me! Help! Just like, the fireworks are better. Put me down. The fireworks are better.
But yeah, you guys kind of like are standing there. It looks like there's no sermon or anything happening at the moment. The temple is, not like busy, but there's like, a few people kind of here, probably, people have call this place home or work here, maybe on the day-to-day.
Is there
Do we
any
knock or
sort of
let ourselves in?
people that look like they are part of the
It's a temple. We just
Bastion?
walk in.
Yeah, there was like, the temple doesn't have like guards on the doors or anything like that, but there are definitely individuals that you would recognize, probably like maybe paladins, kind of like patrolling or like nearby. Like the second you go a bit closer to the actual
The second I put her down, she started
well, she's very scared. But yeah,
Just go in then, I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's just a temple. And Asha will like push on in.
maybe go in.
I'm sure it's like a big.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Big
Definitely we just go in.
kind of like before you, like it opens straight up in the main area. There's gonna be like a small little like lobby area, but then just beyond like another set of double doors is big grand atrium. There are no pews or anything here. There are only stone slabs that kind of rise up maybe about like a foot or so off the ground.
Harry, help.
What's happening?
She's on my
He's
desk.
on the desk.
She's fine. You got her, right? Can I go back to describe my temple now?
Yeah, go ahead.
These big stone slabs that look like people could kneel on them, perhaps, but there's no comfy plush chairs and that nature. And there's a big dais kind of at the far end where you see there is the symbol of Aelis hanging from big banners that hang down from the old vaulted ceiling itself. Big like stone arches that kind of break up the smooth ceiling itself. Lovely stained glass windows as well, all depicting Aelis's tenants and all that. And yeah, there's a little bit of like maybe about 4 or 5 people in here. Mainly dragonborn, but there is one hard to miss individual. She has glowing golden wings, and you see she looks almost human as you see the mystical form of a Aasimar. This one, however, as you kind of look at her, her wings are not the traditional like fluffy angel wings. They are Draconic wings, and you see her facial features. She almost looks a bit more Yuan-Ti than human. She has like the eyes of a lizard, and her skin is flecked with scales and small patches. All these like golden scales to match her golden wings.
That's her. That's the Great Lay.
Yes, thank you, Atlas.
So you want to lead this one, Cyrus? You were so good with the last one.
No, I think I'll let Astra handle this
Nah.
one.
Nah, come on, off you go.
Holy
I
Aasimar of a feather flock together. Away you go.
Astra can't go over there because there's a little bunny waiting in the ship for her.
No, it's fine. Astra, go ahead. This is all you, buddy. You got it.
Yeah, Asha will probably walk up and just politely clear her throat and speak. Excuse me.
Hello there,
I don't know what
child
excuse
of
me isn't.
Inapo.
Hi, we're looking into the missing crest from Argentium. Don't know if you know who had took it or if you've seen it recently.
Can't say that I have any experience of anyone who would have acquired such a thing. No one has come to confess to me, if that is what you were hoping. Unfortunately not. If they did, they would be, I hope, rightfully punished in accordance with their crime.
You don't know of anyone who you think be suspicious or prone to taking out of the few who can go into his quarters?
I can't say that I know that I've been there a few times myself. I don't exactly know all the comings and goings of Argentum himself, the High Lord, but I would know that Torin Emberheart has access to his chambers.
I'm inside.
I would have to speak on his behalf. He is, I believe, a truly loyal and good soul.
Oh.
Surprising.
Yeah.
Also, I incited her to see if she's talking out of her ass.
Yeah, I mean, she's it sounds a little bit like she maybe isn't telling all she knows about Torin, but she is definitely she's being protective of that individual, for some reason. But yeah, she seems to believe her words.
Because he may also be a great lay. Beros, would you care to confirm?
Beros, could you confirm or deny?
Astra roll insight as well, or
Yeah, if you want.
probably not. Oh no, that's 17, so about the same.
Yeah, but yeah, she seems genuine
I
enough.
love that we have the same plus, and Atlas has rolled a 26 and a 27, and you've rolled an 18 and a 17. Like, Atlas is suspicious as fuck of these dragons. One set her on fire, and now she is done.
Is there?
They're
any
all
other
evil.
questions-
They're all dicks.
Is there any other questions we'd like to ask? And she's looking around.
When was the last time you saw it?
I will happily answer, but I think a question for a question is fair. When was the last time you heard from your lady?
Oh. The bunny's back on the ship. Don't worry about it. They have a great relationship.
I'm sorry.
I
What?
think she was talking
I'm
to
talking
here.
about Inapo as she looks at Astra.
So,
I
When
had
was
to
the last
do
time?
it.
When was the last time Astra saw a Napo? Is that
When
what
was the last
she's?
time you heard from her? She said. When was the last time you heard from your lady?
Hasn't no one heard of any of the gods for like 100 years? Isn't that the whole point of this?
ASMR, different rules, I guess.
Last time directly is whenever I died, I suppose, and then got brought back. So.
That was kind of fucked up.
Yeah, unless am I forgetting time? But then
wherever you
Deluge
think so.
might Deluge. He's not a Napo, but supposed to speak on behalf, kind of. When was that? That was on the Eye of the. That was a couple of weeks ago. Whenever he turned the planet upside down, wasn't it?
Maybe don't bring
Yeah.
that up.
I'm very curious now.
out
loud, now I should
have backtracked.
Genuinely forget an encounter with someone. They incite us. Can we be told we're lying?
Unless they have some way of knowing beyond what you know. But if you genuinely believe it, then
The DM's like, you're lying because I remember I had this conversation. What? When?
I don't know. Am I blanking?
I do
No,
like
I-
that
I-
as
I-
a
the
concept
last
though. Like
time-
it's like people doing lie detectors saying like absolutely crazy shit. It's like, but if you believe it, you know, there wasn't a firework that time. You just
there was.
Was it not in prison or something? You were praying, being like, help or something, and he's like,
what up,
Eye of
bitch?
storm. Chart your course, sail your oceans.
Vaguely unhelpful information.
Yeah, so it would have been. Names.
The fuck.
All I can think of is the Citadel, but that's not what it's called in this game.
The inescapable.
The inescapable prison, which was on
The
the.
Umphamos.
Thank you.
Umphamos. Yeah, thank you. Brain cells.
That was about a month and a half ago.
Yeah. Okay, back on. Ash is going. It's like, think about a month ish. It's been a while.
Yeah, because I remember now I had a conversation too shortly after that. We both had conversations.
Some more pleasant
Yeah.
than others.
Yeah.
I do love when you have them like back to back because it's just Delia's like, I love you, I believe in you, you're doing such a good job, and it's like, and on to Cyrus, you little bitch.
You little piece of shit.
Or on to Cyrus, and
right.
it's like, hey, you killed a lot of innocent people down there. Very
Good
nice.
job.
So have you answered the question yet?
Yeah, it's about a month ish. Why do you ask?
A month did you have heard from your lady or from your guardian?
Both actually, yeah. Both for about the same time.
I thought I could see an energy around you. One I've not seen in some time. That is most interesting.
Dare I ask what kind of energy?
Whenever one speaks to their god, one of our kind, we have a glow around us. Some call it a halo. But it takes a trained eye to see.
Does Cyrus have one? Does it look like evil ghosts?
No, the other Asimar does not have any sign of any recent connection with Lorien at all.
Does he have the opposite by any chance?
Yeah, what does the opposite of that look like?
It's
Horns.
a mundane lack of a glow. Just a simple lack of...
Oh man, you're mundane.
She's answered your question. Can you answer mine?
Certainly. Remind me of it again.
When did you last see the item in question?
You said it was a sigil of some kind?
A crest.
A crest.
Christ.
It looks like a semicircle with a little dragon skeleton inside.
I can't say I've ever... Nothing of note, to be honest.
Insight.
I mean, Cyrus is gonna insight too. He's really bad at it, but he's gonna try.
What's my insight? It's only 16.
Oh 17 again, fuck's sake.
16.
17's still a good roll.
I got a 12.
It's pop-sized, blue half sphere, coiled anti-clockwise.
Kind of like a snow.
It's the only 3 notes I have about it.
I have really in-depth notes about it, but I have to describe it in a way that Cyrus would think.
Yeah, but you've seen it. No, but
I haven't seen it. He's described it to me.
no, because he showed us a projection, didn't he?
An illusion, I think.
Oh, well then, yeah. Puck-sized, silver lining, blue half sphere, tiny dragon skeleton.
You could just go like, it's about this big.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Goes
It's
this
like
way.
this big, and she gave me a snow globe.
I
I'll let
just
George.
drew this.
But it's my snow globe, and you can't have it.
My sigil on my first drawing looked like that.
It's kind of what I was going for.
I'm assuming with our insights we do not know anything.
Yeah, nothing. She seems genuine enough. She doesn't seem to be lying to you. Or... She seems very interested in Astra.
Atlas, do you want to chip in with your insight?
What do you mean chip in with my insight?
do you want to? Did you incite her?
12.
Yeah, I rolled 12.
Fuck.
I rolled a 27 earlier.
I thought that was bull gear. I was like, need to bring out the big guns, but that was the big gun.
To see if
can
I've gone with
ask-
Astra.
I can ask Tewa to snip her if you want.
No, that's weird. Don't do that.
I can snip her if you want.
That'll.
That's
even
somehow
worse
more
idea.
weird.
Knowing how she gets on, that might be more beneficial to us.
When was the last time you communed with your god?
It has been some time.
Breach.
She does regularly.
About, I would put it at around nearly 75 years or so.
You look great
Ouch.
though.
Well, then,
We're gonna bring them all back if that helps.
Not.
But I would be most grateful.
Well, maybe not all of them.
Wait, how long do Raximars live for? I thought they only lived to like 100.
150, give or take.
Oh, you
I
guys
last
are really
spoke to my
little
girl.
then. You're like little baby Asimars.
I'm older than you. Shut up.
Yeah, but you're also gonna live like
Look it.
twice as long as me.
How does it feel to be middle-aged?
No, that's not how that works.
if we've no more questions, we'll leave you to your duties, I suppose.
If you would like to pray, the temple is always open for all walks of faith.
Nope, we're good. Thank you. Cyrus just leaves.
Astra kind of grips onto Cyrus's arms, like, don't you?
I'm just trying to leave.
To be fair, the last time we let him in a temple, his singing was so bad he disrupted service.
Hey,
And
I was
this
the
doesn't
life.
open
I
his
was the
mouth, he could
life.
just stand there.
I was the
you-
life of that party.
I'm pretty sure they were this.
Appreciate it.
I'm pretty sure they were this
It was a
close to
funeral ceremony,
equating the
Cyrus.
church.
Asher will probably find like a quiet corner. It's like, Inabo, I feel like we make the worst detectives ever. If there's any little smidge of truth to be found, help us find it.
Cyrus will like sit in the pew behind her and be like, "Dear Anapo, if you see Lorien, can you kick him for me?"
If we're still with probably with the high priestess. If she starts getting spoken to and she just starts glowing.
Okay.
I
Roll
feel
me
like
a
whenever people
D100,
pray, I'll
please.
just, like,
Both
my
a
god
mark
lives
if
in
you
my
are praying
backpack,
truly.
so-
If you are praying truly in a temple to the gods.
Oh God, no.
And this is reminding me of
This is where
TikTok
Cyrus gets
about
through and
Quincy's
Astra
Tavern.
doesn't.
Yeah,
Quincy's Tavern.
33.
Oh god.
I don't know.
Oh God,
Oh.
no.
Astra, you reach out, and much like a lot of your prayers in the last, as long as you remember,
Mhm.
it always feels like something, but never reply. Nothing ever comes bouncing back to you. Cyrus.
Oh no.
He did pray to an apple though.
Cyrus, you
Doesn't mean
feel...
someone's gonna hear me.
You hear Lorien say, "You little bit," and then cuts off suddenly.
Cyrus, you feel what, and maybe you just imagined it, but you swear it was like someone just kicked you in the back of your thigh. Not like hard enough to
Damn,
hurt,
you
like not
missed.
enough to like injure you, but like, like something was there. And when you look, there's no one behind you. Like there's...
Is Cyrus Lorien?
I'm leaving this place. And Cyrus just gets up and leaves.
Saparna,
Nope.
if you're out there,
It's like-
tell me where
it's
the
like
rest
this.
of you is so I can put you all in my backpack.
It's like that moment where you're like, "I want to go to the scary house," and then a door closes behind you, and you're like, "Fuck that! No, I'm out."
Nope.
Astra, I would say with your and Atlas's passive insight, whenever Cyrus leaves and goes to leave, you would watch the High Priestess looks at him in a way she had been looking at Astra previously. Something familiar about that gaze.
Damn, these guys steeped in god shit.
Is he glowing? I don't think he ever prayed. I thought he was just mocking me, to be honest. I couldn't see him.
There is definitely a halo about him.
Mhm.
The halo of
Couldn't
Lorien.
get her.
Lorien heard you, want to kick him in the balls.
Yeah, okay, so Cyrus prays for his entire life. "Please, Lorien, spare me from my shitty life and my shitty father." Hey, can one of you gods, like, fucking kick Lorien? Lorien kicks back.
I mean, it's
Maybe.
not
God.
quite as bad as, Terran telling Bahamut to go fuck himself in his own church, only to realize that he said go fuck yourself in his own church in front of Bahamut.
He didn't kill you, though. He brought you back like 3 times.
Only
I
once.
should probably go-
I only died once.
Who, him?
Yeah. Well, no, to Vecna forcibly removing his soul from my body. I just died right in front of him. Which is
I should
very
probably go
convenient.
check on him
Thanks,
before he
man.
has a midlife crisis. Cyrus! Asher,
You should always try to die directly in front of a high-level cleric because it'll be cheap to bring you back. If you have to
You
travel,
okay?
it's going to be expensive.
Barros will ask a question just for finally be like, oh, just one final question. Do you have any of those templed biscuits that they do or snacks? I've looked like an hour already and I've run out of pocket biscuits. I could really do with just to pick me up. I think we're walking 3 hours south and I'm really snackish.
Make me a persuasion check, Barrow.
Whereas on the 3-hour hike, just eating a box of
He's
communion.
just not Holy Communion on your
wafers,
fucking
yeah,
eye.
that's exactly what's coming out if he rolls high enough.
Persuasion.
Just barrels there like, these are
There's a
not very
28.
good.
Yeah.
This is why I'm not.
He goes like, "I did." Hang on, and she goes to the back, and she comes back, and she has the little like cardboard box, And she opens up, and inside it's sealed plastic, and you see there's a best before date on it, and it went out yesterday. It's past. Like, well, it's past best before, so I can't serve it anymore here. But if you're welcome to them, they should be. To be honest, they're stale anyway, and it's just like poker chips, like of communion, like wafers, like rolled out.
Oh,
Why did I feel like you just ate like a row of it and just like?
I'll take the box.
Yeah.
He's stacking like 3 or 4 at a time. This is the right consistency for a biscuit.
He's like a backwards Pez
It's
dispenser.
still not because it's like cardboard.
Oh, this is perfect.
Have you seen the
feel like
person who
hot
tries
sauce
to make
away.
recipes with communion wafers? They make like communion wafer nachos and shit.
The fuck?
There's a point where he's just like stirring a pot of queso to like before he makes nachos, and he just looks directly in the camera and is like, I'm going to hell because of this, aren't I?
But yeah, you
yeah.
head out with some biscuits, and you see Astra. You go find Cyrus.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Are you
Here,
sure?
quick religious question. So, whenever you pray, how serious are you? Like, are you like, oh my god, please help me do this thing, or please guide me, or I need help, save me? Or are you just like, yo, what up, fucking, can you kick someone for me? And then how do you pray, and how do you get a response?
Well, there now I asked him for help to find the person. Usually it's an apple give me strength when you're all being dickheads. But, no, it's usually pretty serious. Like, if we need help and we're struggling.
Did you get a response when you were serious?
I've gotten a few responses in the past, but not today.
Hmm.
It's about faith. You're not always going to get a response. You just have to faith they're still there for you.
Yeah, but I had
And I
faith.
think...
And I prayed and never got any sort of response ever.
But you did get some sort of response. The priestess said you were glowing.
Yeah, because I asked Anapo to kick Lorian for me. And I think someone kicked me.
Yeah, I think it was Lorian.
Why would he respond to that of all things? I have prayed to him in the past for vengeance against people or to save me from something, but that he responds to? Like, what the fuck?
Maybe it's a case of
I
you
know
reaching
I'm not
out
part of
to
this
another
conversation,
god.
but funny, innit?
Maybe it's you reaching out to another god. Like,
Oh, so he's just a jealous bitch, is that what you're telling me?
You tell me. He's your god.
Reverse. Uno reverse.
Yeah. Fucking well played, Astra. I mean, I don't know. I don't remember the teachings. It was years ago.
If you were raised on feud and you stepped out of line or you backtalked, what were you likely to get?
Whipped. And
Is that not your answer?
And not with the, just the leather whips. They were
In a bad
tails.
way or like a Barros way?
In a very bad way.
Well,
That's a shame. The Barros way is very fun.
I'm pretty
well,
sure
maybe
I
it
got sent
wasn't enough to
infirmary
get
once.
the Barros way, but maybe just enough to get a little flick or something. I don't know.
This is why I don't talk to the gods. This is why I don't bother with them. They're weird and they just don't.
Cyrus, even
What?
though you didn't like it, Lacey still talked back. The priestess hasn't talked to her god in 75 years. It's still something.
Cyrus will start heading towards the forge.
Maybe you'll be more in touch with your spirituality if you eat one of these gross church biscuits the Barros has.
Hey, they're not so gross if you put a little bit of hot sauce on it.
They're all like stamped with the symbol of Aelus, which is like two draconic like hands, like almost like weighing scales, like tandem off each other.
I don't think these are biscuits. I think it's some kind of bread. Cyrus will eat one.
Cyrus thought maybe that's not a good idea considering what just happened.
Whatever it is, they are terrible.
What's he gonna do? Rot my teeth? Because I'm eating a wafer?
They're not sweet enough to rot your
He
teeth.
put that idea out there, not me.
I'm not talking to... Never mind.
So is that a thing that can actually happen?
What?
Your teeth? Like they just rot? Like fruit?
Yeah.
Too much sugar, yeah.
Wild.
You don't
Your
have
teeth
teeth.
not rot?
No, I don't have teeth.
I don't know. Geese have teeth.
I don't. Not on
All
my
birds on
planet, they
all
don't.
birds on Abaddon have teeth.
Oh god, that's fucking terrifying.
all birds have it on teeth.
Yeah,
Oh
they all
god.
have teeth.
Ah, she's just there like,
Chicken with
that's
teeth.
another
But like,
lesson not going to.
they're not like razor sharp teeth. They're like human teeth.
That's worse.
I get your-
That's
Technically,
worse.
abyssal chicken do you in fact have teeth?
They do. I'm not. That's not like a bit.
Yeah.
All birds on Abaddon have teeth.
Well, I don't have teeth. I can prove it.
You're a weird bird.
What do you mean I'm a weird bird?
You don't have teeth.
No, no,
I
a
don't-
regular bird.
Birds don't have teeth, Cyrus.
What?
I don't need
Birds
teeth
don't have teeth.
Then how do you tear into flesh?
with my beak.
How do you grind it?
It just goes down in chunks.
What the fuck? Unnatural birds.
Right, so architect? Am I start
Yeah.
hiking now?
Sure. I'm just glad I got the snack. Oh,
I don't
You
know
and
what
your
the
biscuits.
substance quality of those are, but we'll see.
to go down with that Barros?
no, I told you I've got a full bottle of hot sauce.
No, you're gonna. Wait,
She's
I
not
thought you were
very
putting
good
the
at
hot.
sitting on
I
that.
thought you were putting the hot sauce on, not drinking the hot sauce with.
No, you just like a swig,
you have
you
like
know?
you have like 4 or 5 of these biscuits, and then you take a shot of hot sauce.
Oh yeah, I want to do that. Let's go.
I never considered that before.
You should try it. It's good.
I like
I'll
your
try
pet
it.
bear.
Turn off.
She doesn't know.
Oh, baby.
Oh,
Leap.
Okay. So you guys are heading towards the final point of interest on your map.
Yes.
You're heading for Aurastone's Forge.
6 down, 1 to go. Let's hope it's this guy.
Well,
Otherwise,
if it's
we're kinda
not, we're
screwed.
kind of fucked because we ain't got shit.
we pin it
Everything
on the
never
asshole
been-
who set me on fire. We call it a day.
The priestess said he wasn't really. It was the archmage said he wasn't really smart. That.
Well, we always have the sword. It's fine.
Maybe they're all in on it.
Okay, so I vote for this guy. We play pretentious asshole dragon bingo. We need to think up the rules before we get there, and then every time he says something pretentious dragonish, we can like mark it off.
Okay.
We take a
any-
shot for everyone.
Anytime he insults the intelligence of non-dragonoid, that's
Yep.
one.
That's one. Anytime he suggests that we don't belong here, or that we are inferior, shot.
When he doesn't have time for this.
Shot.
Is this,
I don't know
is
why
this
I've
going
turned
to
it
be
into
a
a drinking
shot?
game this fast.
It's not gonna
It's a
be-
drinking game.
It's a drinking game, but we have to do it
Yeah.
afterwards. We can't do it in front of him.
Yeah. So we count up how many
Yeah,
shots
you
we
gotta
need to
tally
take.
it, and then we'll go to a
when we leave.
tavern afterwards.
That's good. I was just half expecting just to be seeing Beros in the background now.
Hang on, so what was the first one?
Okay, so
I've got time and
Intel-
inferior. Intelligence is the first one. Okay.
Intelligence.
Yep.
Time.
Yep.
Inferior.
what
Age.
else?
Age.
Yeah. Cool. Got age.
They're doing something
oh.
to show how powerful they are, like super casually.
Okay. Show of power.
Oh,
Murdering us.
pinning
Murdering
it
us
on
is
the-
10. Murder
pinning
is
it on the
10.
guy that
Are you
I
pinning
fucked.
it on the Dragonborn?
What in the
Put it on
Dragonborn?
the
Oh, you guys spoke to
Yeah,
each other.
pinning it. Yeah,
Yeah,
pinning
so
it.
I'm right, Torn. Okay. What did you say, Barros?
I'm not pinning it on that guy.
Okay.
Oh.
So that's you've got 7 out of your 25 squares for a bingo card.
It's fine. It's a drinking game anyway.
It's a drinking game
Drinking game
now.
now? Oh, okay. Well, I was doing up a bingo card for you all. I called it Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball.
So it was like bingo balls, you know?
If anyone ever watches this Twitch anime reference, made me giggle.
I mean, if they didn't get it from the title of Dragon Ball, I've never seen Dragon Ball, and even I got the reference. I made the reference.
It's a predecessor to all anime. Or pretty much.
I once gnawed through a bouncy ball that was like the Dragon Ball, because I wanted to see if I could get the stars out.
Did you?
Yes, but they were super duper tiny. They were like this big because they get magnified by the ball.
Yeah.
Architect.
You guys head down to Orstein's Forge. It takes you 2 hours from the temple here. As you can heading
Where he's like the nicest guy ever.
So you guys.
Look,
Will
if
we-
we don't
will
get
we
enough
put that-
shots down, we can just go visit some of the others again, and like we'll max it out real fast.
Pretty sure some of the others would kill us on sight if they saw us again.
Well, then that's 10 drinks. Straight up.
Once you get
Making you drink,
resurrected,
you're dead.
Yeah.
we bring you back, then you take 10 drinks, and then you die again of alcohol poisoning, probably.
Okay, if we have to talk to the fire guy again, we'll just send me. If he uses his flame breath, that'll count as 10 drinks because his
If he
intent
puts you
was
to
to kill
sleep
me.
and mute you off the
Wait,
cliff or
wait.
something.
Why don't we say attempted murder is 10? If they actually knock you unconscious, it's
Everybody
20.
everybody else drinks at your flame
Everyone
breath.
else drinks 20.
If we go down, we're going down together.
Yes.
Cyrus behind Atlas to Volgear.
Always just thinking, I'll piss this.
Yeah. So are you guys heading? In? The forge is like a big, grand, kind of like plaza almost, and there are multiple huge workstations. You see artisans everywhere, all working away. You see jewelers, you see woodcrafters, you see smiths of all kind, and like towering over them all above a very fine copper fountain. There is like a little glass like orb, not too dissimilar to a snow globe on a pedestal. And you see inside there's this like master workshop. It has lots of like little holes all in the actual glass itself, framed by metal, and through it there are big chains, and on the chains things like look like on hooks, these big buckets on hooks, kind of wheeling in and out at speed, constantly all whirring around. You see the moving of mechanics and machinery, and you see a good few individuals inside that main dome as well.
Oh, this is intense.
Five chits to that our guy's going to be in the big snow globe.
I don't.
Alright.
How do we get
Why would
in
he
the
be-
big snow globe?
Why don't we ask someone where the
Yeah.
head artisan is? Chief artisan.
Zaldor Bronze Flame.
Scale. Flame?
I thought it was Flame.
I thought it was scale.
It's Flame.
It's flame. I'm wrong.
Night Scale and Bright Scale are the twins.
So there's so many scales. Fucking Dragon Planet.
2 scales.
Fuck this dragon planet and all these scales.
2 scales, and they're related.
Got to say there, bro.
Also,
Pretty.
your Dragonborn also had.
All the other ones are Moon Silver, Bronze Flame, Star Shield, Ember Heart, and Golden Wing. So only the 2 scales actually.
Golden Wing. Is that Valera Golden Wing?
Valera Golden Wing, yeah.
I mean, she did have golden wings, to be fair.
There we go.
Goldens.
We got a second name.
Oh. I did accidentally write down Torrent's last name as Ember Hard, but I'm not changing it.
He is Ember Hard, to be fair.
That's how I've put him down. So someone must have said that.
I said Ember Heart, but maybe it was misheard.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
We all know where your we all know
star.
where your brains were.
What? Watching Beros go up the stairs with him.
Harry did refer to this character as what was it? Austin Powers if he was more competent.
Yeah.
I like it.
Cyrus will just like nudge Volgear forward. Talk to someone. You speak the language. Talk to someone.
I can talk to someone if you're sick of talking to them. I also speak the language.
I will walk up to someone and just go, "Where is the master artisan, please?"
You walk up to a
Zeldor Bronzeflame. His name's Zeldor Bronzeflame.
You walk up
They
to like
might
a
have
copper dragon board.
multiple
He's like
master
working.
artisans.
He's like working on he's working on this like forge, and the colors of the forge seem to keep changing color with the heat and whatever metal's being worked in them. Currently, right now, it's like this beautiful, like that kind of like oxidized, like blue-green color. And he like turns, he wipes like sweat from his head, and he goes like, "Oh, sorry, mate. Who are you looking for?"
What was his name?
Zalador Bronzeflame.
Because that's the different pronunciation to how I've got it down. So yeah.
We're looking for Zimble
Zalandor.
Blong
Zalandor.
Lingle Hungle.
You're looking for Zaldor, Master Artisan Zaldor Bronzeflame. That the one.
That would be the one.
All right. What do you want to say to him?
We would like to
do
talk to him. No, I don't know what he's saying. Tell him we want to talk to him.
Yeah. We want to speak to him regarding something that's gone missing.
All right. And then he would probably say what that missing thing was, right? So then what would he then
Someone
say?
flash this fucking thing I'm gonna say behind me. Flash that.
Cyrus picks up Atlas with the crest.
Yeah.
Just
All right,
shows.
you know what? Your friend there makes you an offer. I'll take the bird. I haven't had lunch. And then I'll tell you. That's a good trade.
No. What's he saying?
He said he wants to eat the bird, and then he'll tell us.
No. Cyrus will like lift the bag, still holding Atlas. Shake the bag, crest thing.
Put me down.
I mean, if he wants, if he wants, I can give money as well. If that's kind of like a game breaker or information plus money.
Why don't you talk to him, Atlas, and Cyrus will set you down.
We need to talk to the master artisan because he's been implicated in a crime.
Well, that doesn't sound like him.
I don't care if it sounds like him or not. We need to talk to him specifically.
But if you were talking to him, what would you say?
I'm assuming I am talking to him right now, and he's fucking with me because he's a dragon, and you're all up your own asses, and we've invented a game for it.
Oh no, I'm not him.
Oh. Incredible.
Insight.
Sure.
I'm inciting the fuck out of him.
Cyrus is looking
That
around
is
confused.
a 22. It's a nat 20, so it's a 22.
Oh, with a 22. You
Come on.
think he might be lying?
I'm just gonna go, bullshit!
Look, a crest,
All right, you might have got me.
a crest got stolen. We're talking to everyone who had access to the room to find out who stole it, why they stole it, and where it is.
Oh, are you talking about the Draconic Sigil?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't take it.
Insight.
Insight again.
I didn't even
That's a
go missing.
16.
17.
Insight again.
I didn't even missing that.
That's an 11.
What time did it get missing? I only saw it last week.
Okay.
We don't know. He wouldn't tell us.
Ah, that's not very helpful, is it?
No.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, with a 17, nope, he seems a little bit surprised. But maybe he's not very sure.
They're dragons. They're all good at lying to us.
We're just not gonna. No.
Look, we have a list of names that with people who might have taken it. We want to know if you think anyone might have taken it, or if you took it. Like, could you just tell us? Because we have been walking around a lot, and I got set fire to earlier, and I'm just not having a great time on the track.
What set you on fire?
The asshole. Zarkopus
the coward.
Nightscale.
Oh, he's an asshole, to be fair.
Night scale.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, not nice guy. But you do you like step on his doormat or something?
No,
And
she
I
stepped
stood
in his way.
Oh, that's even worse. That's like an actual
Twice.
inconvenience.
I don't know what he said, but told you so.
But I like Atari's probably just got a tally marker somewhere, and he's just like, "Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4,
I put
5,
one
6,
down,
7."
and then he said something nice. Now, oh, he's not being very uppity, so I'll have to take away that tally.
I've already got 4.
All right, no, I'll be straight with you. You know, I make things. You want? That's my whole vibe.
Can you make a new one?
I could make something look like that.
Do we think we could?
Just give him the magic sword, Volker.
No.
We're
A magic
not,
sword.
we're not good detectives, okay? We've proven it. We're better terrorists than we are detectives. We've just got to admit it.
Well, hang on.
So
Hang on. Don't sell yourself so short. What do you have?
Like skill-wise or
apparently
like
everyone's-
magic sword-wise?
I more meant like if you're doing an investigation, normally you would have like some people like to like put it on a wall with like lines of string, or other people you just put it in a notebook and write down like theories.
If Ross thought
Do you
that Torin was suspicious, so did both of the Scale siblings.
All right.
The
he
Archmage
seems
thought that he
the
was
two
smart enough to
obvious
do
ones.
it, but she and him have history. The High Priest was super on board with him not doing it, but again, they boned, so...
History.
Torin himself was a tricky one to crack. He seems like he definitely could have stolen it, but also it feels way too obvious that he did steal it, because, like, why...
Also, it didn't seem like he was actually lying to us when we
Yeah, but he is a
interrogate him.
spy, so I assume he's quite good at lying. He thought that Nightscale was being shady, because Nightscale's meeting up with people late at night, but that
But
could
she's
be
very proud.
completely unrelated, and the High Mage thought that Nightscale was too stupid to do it. But she also
No,
said
she-
that someone would have to be stupid to do it. His
Yeah, but there's
sister
being
was too
stupid,
proud.
and then there's being too stupid.
Yeah. So all in all, everyone's suspicious of everyone and no one, and we have absolutely fuck all.
All right. Well, you don't know. You know it's not me. So that's one less thing. to
I
worry
mean,
about.
it could be you.
It could be me, but it's
You-
not. But But what I'm saying is, you're basing your argument right there on a lot of stuff what other people are saying to other people. You've not really found any evidence, have you?
Well, we weren't even allowed to search the scene of the crime. Where do we find evidence?
I don't know. Go look around.
Can we look around your forge?
Yeah, if you want. It's all yours.
Oh.
Go for it. I've nothing to hide.
Thanks.
But,
Very much.
it
Does
sounds to me
anybody
like
know
you're
how to-
basing a lot of your hypothesis and your thing entirely and based on like what other people have said about other people. That's all opinion, isn't it? That's not fact. You can't,
He makes a very good point.
you can't exactly accuse someone based on someone else's opinion of them. Like, take Torin, for instance. You said, like, what, 3 or 4 of them said it could have been him? But, like, that's just their opinion of him. They have no evidence. So you're just entirely going off their gut? Why don't you just go off your gut, then? When you just look at the list and go, probably that guy. That's the same thing, right? As just
In
that,
my
someone
defense,
else.
that's what I've been doing the whole time, and everyone's been knowing me. And if it turns out to be that guy, I
Your
will
gut
be
is
smug
because he
about it
set
for
you
the
on
next 3
fire, though.
weeks.
Your gut is slightly biased.
I feel like if somebody set somebody on fire, they're probably okay with doing other crimes.
Yeah,
Well,
but
Unless they just really don't think highly
Cyrus,
of anything.
Cyrus looks at you a little quizzical because he has a habit of setting things on fire.
And you've done other crimes.
I mean, yeah, that checks out.
Her hypothesis is solid so far.
I mean, we've had to speak to everyone just to get
The
all
other thing is,
information.
Nightskill never talked to us in a humanoid form. He remained draconic, didn't he? Or am I mistaken?
No, I think
Yeah.
He had a humanoid form, and then whenever she got in his way, he weapon attacked her, and then he
No, he dragoned up when he went into his.
Yeah, he dragoned up when he went in, but oh yeah, you saw him in a human form, but he didn't necessarily have a conversation with you, but he turned into a dragon when he spoke to you. All right.
I mean, we've spoken to
it. Was intimidated by you. I don't know. I don't feel like I can turn into a dragon in front of you guys. You know, seems unnecessary. You're quite small. It would make listening to you more difficult. I'd probably be talking too loud for your little ears.
I don't have ears.
All right. Well, probably got some kind of ocular hole. I don't have ears. I have an ocular hole.
That's nearly what you had, Cyrus, before I sewed it back on.
I was thinking the fact that I nearly lost my ear. Thank you for vocalizing it, Atlas.
Can't even tell. Now.
You need one of my new inventions. He like goes over to his forge and he lifts something off. He lifts something off the anvil, and it looks like a pair of metal earmuffs. I call them ear savesies. They're gonna be all the rage in the next 20 years. Just you watch. Not here.
I'll keep an eye out
but you know.
Yeah, I was about to say weird selling point for a planet very lacking in ears.
Well, I'm thinking about going, you know, expanse wide. Why limit yourself to one planet? It's a terrible business model.
There's a war on.
Well, you know, that'd not be forever. It's only been a couple hundred years.
Cyrus, you want a pair of ear protectees?
No, I'm good. Also, he's a dragon. He can wait.
Yeah.
Got loads of time.
I know we can't go back up to Argentum's room per se, but surely we can look around a bit more.
I mean, if you're looking to get an idea of Argentum's room, I have a 1-to-1 scale replica and blueprints. I designed the place.
Oh, we can put little figures in and make them walk around. And
if you want, I also have little figures. I paint them as well, not for work, just for fun.
Yeah,
I call
but
them
we can't see.
hammers because my wife says they're terribly boring.
Now that might be a good business model.
I don't know whether you're too nice to throw us off or whether you're just nice.
Oh, I'm just nice.
I don't know which is unsettling me more.
Insight again.
You want to inside check him? You can inside check him. You want to inside check Zavlo? You inside check Zavlo. You go ahead.
Harry's been waiting for this person.
For fuck's sake.
Hang on.
Almost like he was literally placed far away from everybody else. Yeah, just nice. Just nice guy. That was.
Is he though?
Seemingly a nice guy.
Fuck.
He does have plus 11 deception, but he's seemingly a nice guy.
Cyrus is gonna start looking around the forge.
Do you have any use for a chunk of lead? I don't know if you use lead
Is
in the
it
forge.
Are you out looking to sell me
bloody
lead?
hell.
I was just gonna give it to you, honestly.
Oh, yeah, I'll take lead if it's going. Thanks. It's kind of toxic.
It's also from a planet where everything else is toxic, so it might be extra toxic.
Oh, that's good.
What am I rolling? Perception.
Yeah, if you're looking around, investigation. If you're looking around, I would say you're actually trying to, like, you know, get the lay of land, like, you know, like do that. If you're just like searching his forge for like like if you're looking for like somebody like to place him at the scene of the crime like that, you're like investigating, like trying to get in his head. Not 20.
Can I cast detect magic?
Cast detect magic. Sure.
Your eyes are gonna light up like a Christmas tree in this place.
Yeah. Blinded.
Cyrus, with a little bit of his help as well, he does bring you out some blueprints. He brings out a scale model of the actual, or of like Argentum's actual top, that level of the pinnacle, the silver pinnacle, and he also brings out very helpfully some of his expanse soldiers, which are these little miniature. At first, you know, they're very well painted. You think that maybe they're like, you know, like you're not quite sure how they're made, but it becomes very apparent that they're like solid metal, and they've been like forged to look like this, probably by someone very skilled. And then they've been painted with like this beautiful metallic paint over the top as well. And he brings out a couple of those for you to, like, you know, place in situ, and they are to scale as well, which is very helpful. They even fit through the doorways open, and they can walk through the doorways. You don't even have to like pick them up and drop them over the walls, which he seems really happy about. But yeah, like looking around, like he has like lots of equipment here, materials, weapons. He has like the plans of this. even though the fact where his plans specify what kind of glyphs of protection there are on the doors and on the walls, he has, you know, like, even if you go in this bit deeper, and you find that he even has like his old notebook at the time, and it makes a note that Argentum is actually out of the pinnacle between the hours of 6 in the morning and 8 in the morning, because he likes to go for a morning fly over the city, and it's the best time to get like interior design pieces done.
How many people have seen these blueprints?
Oh, you know, like pretty much anyone who asks.
Has anybody asked for them recently?
Probably. People let see my work sometimes, so I just kind of show them, you know, bits of my work to let them, you know, get to decide if they want to work for me or not. Are you thinking like someone in particular? Because there's a lot of people.
The scale, the night scale, the bright scale,
Atlas will hold up the list of suspects.
Yeah, any of these.
And then go back to playing with 2 of the tiny figures like, I'm a big bad dragon and I'm gonna eat you. No, I'm gonna eat you.
Yeah, he goes like, oh, you know, Torrin came by about maybe 2 weeks ago, and then about just honestly maybe the day before him, Nightscale did come by. Commander Nightscale came by. He was he wanted to see the plans for the military base, but when he was here, he also had a look at these ones as well, because he wanted to see the glyphs you're using for the defenses, to see if we get them put on his hangar base, and I want to make sure that they're appropriate.
So no, did they specifically come and look at
I
this?
feel a told you so, Bruin.
Well, they
Shut
came
up,
and looked at
Alice.
that.
Don't cut your oils before they hatch.
Torrin came and asked the same things that Nightscale was looking at, and then made a note of them.
Before or after night scale?
After Nightscale.
Maybe Torm was keeping an eye on Nightscale.
Yeah.
Well, he was already looking into him about the shady figures. Sorry, I didn't.
Oh, you want to see the shady figures? I do have. This one is from the they're from the chapter of Shadow Dragons. These ones, they're pretty cool. They're really easy to paint because you drop them in black paint and they're done.
I feel like I could get into this hobby.
You know, we have a club every
Long voyage.
every Thursday. You know, we get together, me and some friends, and we play. Good fun.
I was really expecting him to say we have a club. We meet every 20 years on a Friday.
That is how it works.
Yeah, that is how it works. We try to meet every week, but normally it's about every like 5, maybe 7 at a push.
5 millennia.
They play humans and habitats. He's got a level 13 office worker. Pinned on Nightscale, call it a day.
So Torrin made notes.
Yeah, he made
On
notes
the
more.
plan.
He made more. He asked to see what Nightscale saw, and then he kind of made notes about everything about the military base and about the floor and about the glyphs as well being used.
Well, the military base had the issue with the food.
The poison.
The glyphs. Where are the glyphs?
The glyphs are protecting Argentum's room.
Are they are in or are they outside?
They are on all the doors and windows into the room, and there is also some on the display cases in the room. So whoever took this thing knew to where to dispel.
Time is it?
Does
things.
Argentum
So-
deactivate the glyphs when he goes in?
Argentum said to you that the people approved on that. Argentum's handler, sorry, the chief of the Silver Guard, said that the individuals on that list had access to his room because they had been granted permission by Argentum, so they would be able to open and close at least the main doors. He didn't tell you about any glyphs. You didn't know there was glyphs on like the windows and on the containers. He didn't tell you that. He just opened the doors.
I'm lucky that they were not active when I went in there, because I was a rat.
You didn't open the doors.
Oh, I didn't open the doors.
So that narrows it down to Nightscale and Torn, realistically, because the others
Although
haven't requested the glyphs, and the glyphs probably get rotated
I would imagine, as a security feature. Does he rotate glyphs, or is it just the same glyph?
Oh, you know, I go there about every week or so, and I change him over.
So it narrows it down to 2 people, Torn and Nightscale.
Well, that's better than we were doing before.
You see? Evidence. You just found some.
Okay, I think we need to break into the military base.
Well, you know, I have the plans for that as well if you want.
Yes, please.
Okay, these are the ones that Nightscale's looking at, and Torn as well, I suppose. Yeah, so this here, that's the main outer wall.
You want to do crimes? Sure.
This is the gate here. The gate is really smart. Whenever you go into the gate, there's a little light sensor, and it uses a spell there. It detects when the light from that one is reduced, and it detects that someone's walked past. Whenever there's about a 30-second period, no one walking past, the gate closes itself for security reasons. That took me ages to do. That did. That main barrack, that's where you know, the commandress, she shacks up there with maybe her elites, and those are hangars, those ones, and that long stretch there, that there's for dragons to land on. You see, sometimes some dragons, they need to run up to take off because they're a bit too big. You can't just take up from standing. You get a bit of wind under your wings already to take up. I'm one of them. It's called obesity. It's a real thing. So I made extra special precautions on that landing strip, just so if I did need to fly, I could do that. Sorry about that. That's my guard Drake. She's a real bitch. Is really just.
There's fireworks getting set.
Yeah, I think it's the forge. The forge is sparking a little bit.
You know, she's terrible. She is. She's got red dragon in her. I swear, any fire, she starts barking at it. You know, which is not normal for dragons. We don't really bark at things. Anyway, yeah. So the 3 hangars there. So he has requested. So the hangars do have the same glyphs as the rooms. You need access to those. They're only coded the other week. So that they were. So there's the glyphs on the main door and the smaller door as well. They're all coded in. There's also the main crew quarters there, and adjacent to that, there's the main crew mess, which is where they you know, eat and all that kind of stuff. And that's there. Those are the main storage chambers, just next to the mess. Those also now have the glyphs on. Nightscale mentioned that there was some problem with those getting into or something like that, so we put some on there as well. And that's more or less it, you know, to be honest.
Is there like a copy of the glyphs for the storage and the hangars?
Well, I couldn't give you that.
No, that was Ryan asking. Like, it's not on the blueprint.
Yeah, no, you see they're on the blueprint, but it's not like passcode 123.
Yeah.
Did either of them two ask for the passwords?
I mean, I imagine so.
Torin knows them because he, not Torin, sorry, Nightscale knows them because he commissioned them. Torin didn't ask. No, he asked where they were. He didn't know where they were.
As much as I hate to say it, I'm leaning towards Nightshade.
Yeah.
Let's go.
If he's glyphed the storage and hangars, that would be the best place to hide the crest. Similar protection that Argentina
is that the protection not just because someone tried to poison his soldiers?
Could be. But it's also
But he asked before.
We could do with finding out who he met with.
What time of day is it? Because we've been doing this.
That's what I was wondering.
If it's I don't know if it's important at all.
You've got about 13 hours left.
I don't know if it's important at all, but
does it
Nightscale did say that if once we got off the base, do not let us back on the base.
Yes.
I believe you traveled under the city.
I can't wait.
Hand in her mouth.
I think it was. I think it was pretty late by the time we got out of the sewers, and we've been at this for like 10 hours.
Oh, you've been at this for like the guts of 11 hours, yeah. So you've been since you met Argento, it's been 11 hours. So
you know the annoying thing? I literally have locate object prepared, but because I've never seen the object, it doesn't work.
You can describe. Is it not if
you saw the illusion?
You've seen the illusion.
You just need to see it.
Huh.
You've seen it. You know what it looks like. That's what seeing is.
You just holding out on us at us.
I didn't think
Or
it
do you
would
need to
work.
prepare it?
Oh, no, I have it right now.
Oh,
Right this
okay.
second.
Well,
Do it.
Maybe
yeah,
try it,
maybe.
see.
But it's only within a certain distance, isn't it?
Well, I mean,
Um,
any direction we head towards the Citadel will
I'm gonna
get
say for
us
argument's sake,
closer.
it's about 9 p.m.
1,000 feet of me.
Just not big.
Yes. So, if we, how long does it last for?
It lasts for 10 minutes.
Oh, that's really shit.
So, if we walk
Into the middle.
3 hours that way, if we cast it and it brings us back to where we came from, then we know where it is. If it points in any
How many
direction
times can you cast
other,
it?
According to the rules of D&D, only once, but I believe due to DM house rules, I could do it 4 more times after that.
Yeah, you can burn higher spell slots if you want.
Yeah.
So, could you not do it now? It tells us generally, roughly, which direction we're going in.
Yes, but each time I cast it, I get less helpful if we get into a fight.
well, we're gonna have to sleep soon because it's getting pretty late.
Yeah.
So,
If we do sleep, I can cast it as well, I think.
Well, I'll try
Everyone can do
casting
it.
it, you know, once we get to maybe like the wisdom place. And it'll at least point us towards the city or away from the city.
yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
Well, Saldor, you have been
Right.
more helpful than we have all day.
Well, you know what? It's kind of, my thing. Hey, good luck, Anne. You know, don't accuse the wrong one. That would be Yorbish. Make you look dumb.
Yeah, we don't want that.
All right.
Atlas is absolutely considering if she can steal a tiny figure, and then is like, dragons probably have pretty good perception, I'll put it back.
Buy one if you want. Sells sets.
I can't afford those.
Can.
Like 45 gold per figure.
It's fucking crazy. Anyway. Minis are so expensive that instead of getting a Tiamat mini, we just got a 3D printer.
Cost the
That's
same.
insane.
Cost
That's
the same.
insane.
I don't know which is worse. That it costs the same as the printer, or the fact that now there's unlimited.
Unlimited Tiamats.
No, that team had to be like a week to print.
Hey, you
Yeah,
can start
the
printing
3D
now. You
printer
can have
was
an army of them
You
by the
got,
time we meet up.
you got 51 more to make more Tiamats.
Also, her tail kept fucking up, so we just had a bunch of like failed Tiamat tails hanging around.
So let's head back towards the silver
Silver Pinnacle?
pinnacle.
The
Yes.
silver wing.
I was gonna call it the silver spike, but I knew that's not the name of it.
Yeah, back towards the Silver Pinnacle.
Jumo, it's okay.
Hey, you head back. I mean, it takes you another 3 hours to get there. You got about 10 hours left on your old investigation. It's coming up on. It's just gone midnight.
I thought we were going to the temple.
We're walking back towards the silver pinnacle. The temple of wisdom is on the way.
Are you going to the temple first?
So when we get to the temple, I believe Atlas is going to cast locate objects just
Yeah.
as a if we need to head into the city or head out of the city.
Yeah, as a baseline starting point.
Yeah. So it'll generally tell us east, northeast.
Yeah.
We could have just done
as
this
you
in
cast
charts.
it, you see it is to the northwest.
Which is to the north? Who's to the northwest? Northwest.
I believe that was
The only
barracks.
people that were west is Tauren and the night scale and bright scale.
north.
Wait, we are at the
Hang on. So south.
we're in the south,
Was
yeah. So yeah,
south-
that makes sense.
South was the priestess and
Yes.
the artisan.
Yes.
North.
Yes.
that-
North
Was that
There's
not the
nothing
Archmage?
north. There's nothing straight north. The only things are east, 3 west, 1 east. So by that default, we can knock out Blitz the Archmage. Zelendor,
It's taking us back to the center then.
It's taking us back to the west side, northwest. It's taking us towards the west, which is the military base and where Torum was.
Okay, so yeah, it's the two that we've narrowed it down to.
So it's this one or this one. This is where it's I'm leaving. I'm going to keep bloody Bright Scale as an option. You know what? I'm just going to knock these guys out.
The Archmage
the other one that we haven't actually properly looked at
While you guys
is
theorize,
the
let's call
commander.
a digital break. We'll be right back. we are back. Casting the kid object, you find that the trail was leading you to the northwest from the temple, from the Bastion of Order.
So we are heading to the base.
Yeah.
Okay, similar to route, the base is actually quite close to the main thing itself. You travel the final hour, the spell does drop, and you find yourselves.
Does it tell you where it is before we get there?
After 10 minutes of walking, it's just still northwest, because it's an hour-long walk. I mean, but you could probably, even the Scaled Cup wasn't terribly too far. But yeah, after about an hour travel, or midnight or so, you arrive back at the outskirts of the Silver Pinnacle. You flank around that central wall, heading for the military base.
Again?
Yeah. Standing in front of it, dead in front of it.
Casting it again.
Yep. You find that it is within your border. It is about 800 meters or so to your west, somewhere down the main road, and moving away from you.
Run. Do it in.
Okay, let's go. Quick.
Chase.
Yep.
Chase.
Chase.
Okay.
Running.
This individual is moving at a leisurely pace. They're not rushing.
Are we stealthing?
I'm getting on the
Maybe
Chimera and
so.
I'm hauling ass.
Okay, maybe not then. I'm going to jump on a Dragon.
Cyrus is just proper hauling ass.
Yeah, I'm
If
just on
everyone
a
wants to
Dragon.
jump on the Chimera, now's the time.
It's dark, like the streets are barren, like, there's no one really here at this time of night.
Tewa's gonna go pedal to the metal, 60 feet flying.
Okay. If you're flying, you're just walking.
40 feet running, so you look down and you Cyrus barely keeping up.
Probably Cyrus on Astra running.
I mean, if he's
I'm 40
dashing,
foot.
I mean, technically we can both fly
What's
now.
mine? What's...
Cyrus doesn't know that. I'm leaving that for a character moment to discover. Thank you, D&D Reworks.
I fly at the same speed that I walk. I'm an owl. They're not very fast. They're actually one of the slowest birds in nature.
But stealth, though.
I can go 40 foot. So I can go 40 foot either walking or 40 foot on a Dragon.
May as well use a Dragon, save your little legs.
Question.
That's it.
If flying 60 foot is Tewa's normal speed, can he try and be stealthy doing that? Or do you move at half speed being stealthy?
I will check the new rulebook. The old rulebook, stealthing never half your speed.
Ooh.
Oh.
Maybe a debuff?
That would be a first.
Cyrus isn't being stealthy, he's just hauling ass.
Yeah, Barros is
Honestly,
hauling ass,
I
but
just
I mean,
think
he's
it's
pretty
funny
stealthy.
to imagine a Chimera coming out of nowhere on a dark night.
You're in a city of dragons. They've seen worse things than a Chimera.
I don't know if they have. We've had 2 what the fuck is that so far.
Yeah. Abomination.
Imagine if you saw something that had a goat head, a lion head, and a human head. That's creepier. That's what the dragons are seeing.
It's like people coming in contact with sphinxes.
Yeah, like...
You have human head, but lion butt.
And then they were like, we should make a statue out of this.
Yeah. And make it big.
Make a big statue.
Ooh, we make statues of things.
We're basically Kuatoa.
Yeah.
We're like,
Wow.
I want to make a statue of that and worship it.
So, there is no reduction to speed while using stealth. Same as it was in the original rules. Common misconception, because when traveling at pace, you could pick to go slow and have advantage in stealth checks, regular and have a normal stealth check, or fast have disadvantage. So people assume that by going slower you'd be better at stealth in combat, but that's not the case. So
He's not
movement
very
is not impaired.
stealthy anyway. I got an 8.
Yep, not very stealthy. Flying 120 feet per round.
Atlas got a 22, so she's very stealthy. You can't see her on that Chimera. Probably because you're distracted by the Chimera.
I'm not gonna bother rolling stealth because I'm focusing on running.
And 23. What is a Dragon?
So, Atlas, are you dashing on Tewa or are you stealthing on Tewa?
Fuck it, I'll dash.
Okay. Not very stealthy at all. You dashed speed. Not stealthing as you push the thing to limit. Within 45 seconds, you will have closed on this individual who is currently moving to the west.
Who is it?
You fly overhead. At this point, the rest of your allies. Cyrus, how fast can you move in a turn?
80 feet with a dash.
Okay.
So a bit slower than Tewa, but pretty quick for people.
You're still about 360 foot behind by the time Tewa reaches them. Everyone else who travels at 60 foot, you're about 500 foot behind by the time Tewa reaches them. I'm just gonna make a note of this. Just
Let's just hope it's just not.
I'm gonna fucking die by dragon.
Atlas lands in front of this person, and just there's a little dot coming over the horizon. It's just Cyrus.
So Barrows can travel 75 feet. Can I also assume that because I can bonus action dash?
I'm gonna kick your ass when I get there.
So, hang on.
Cunning action.
Dashing flat to the map like this will exhaust some of you potentially.
Also, how do you stealth when all you hear is clip, clop, clip, clop, clip, clop, clip, clop, clip, clop, clip, clip, clip?
What do you mean? That's just
Barrows has hoofs.
That's just regular street noise. Clip, 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 clip.
You know, the clip, clip.
I actually don't think goats make that noise. Horses make that noise because they have metal shoes.
Imagine Barrows when he gets out of breath starts buying. You just hear in the distance.
I like to imagine when he sneezes, it's like the goat noise. He's like, "Excuse me."
Or what when he picks up a biscuit that's too hot out of the oven, it's just the screaming goat.
Like, even if Astra broke out the wings, she's still only flying 60 feet at a time, so...
But you would not be as exhausted.
Could also go a bit more as
You're
a
still
crow flies
exhausted.
as well.
You'd get exhausted, but not as exhausted as...
I like to
running.
think that, like, you know, we sense that the person is there moving away. Like, Vogue, they're like, okay, so we stealth, we creep up on the Atlas is already gone.
Whoosh.
She's already gone.
Yeah.
I think they've
If Astra
removed...
feels like she's lagging behind, she gets out the wings like, fuck this shit.
Yeah. I feel like
I know the old rules. The old rules state like they have chase rules, which is
Yeah, I think chase has been
Adaption.
removed unless they're in the DMG.
dash action a number of times equal to 3 plus the Constitution modifier.
Yeah, so I mean,
Wait,
Pseudo
did they actually-
was literally pointless to me in every single scenario except that one time we chased the Rakshasa.
Did they actually develop chase rules?
Yeah.
Because I know in the Talons, you kind of homebrewed that for a session because we were chasing a Rakshasa. I know I said it weird. We were chasing it through the Rakshasa.
You kind of said that like half Rakshasa, half Shakshuka.
The
it's a tiger with
Rakshasa.
eggs on it.
We were chasing the Rakshasa through the streets, and you were like, "I'm gonna fucking homebrew this. We're gonna see how this
TS rules
goes."
are dumb, okay? The original TS rules were shit, and no one liked them.
I am now adding into my rule a Rakshasa who is not evil and just runs a Shakshuka restaurant.
The Rakshasa Shakshuka.
He's got a lisp. I'm a Rakshasa. A what? A Rakshasa.
I'm a Rakshasa.
Okay,
Rakshasa. Rakush.
I feel
I
like
have a
Morgan
character
will
with a
have
lisp,
spelt at
but
the
the
start.
one
and the
time I
second
like
that-
tried to correct, like I spent the whole day perfecting his voice, and then I accidentally gave myself a lisp for like. the
what's
whole
everyone's
day.
con,
Oh, no.
please? Con mod.
Con mod.
Yep.
+2.
Plus 3.
Plus 4.
So at +4, Cyrus
Match.
+4.
That's right, I'm beefy. Also +4 for the terroir.
That one
I think
fine.
I don't think Atlas is like beefy. I think she's like being. She has so many painkillers going through her.
Yeah.
Vulgar
Doesn't feel
+2.
it.
Atlas is basically
Yeah.
me, where she
Astra
lived
plus
with so
1.
much chronic pain for so long that
Three.
she's
Plus
just like,
3.
it's fine.
Theros.
Plus 1.
Beros. Okay. So.
That's just slightly tanky.
Alrighty. So Astra, I need you to make me 1 Constitution saving throw. Beros, I need you to make me 2 Constitution saving throws. No, sorry, 3. And Vulgar, you need me 2.
Shouldn't have eaten so many church wafers.
First one.
Cons, Constitution saving throw, I'm guessing.
Vulgar, you make 2.
2 cons, though.
2 cons, yeah.
Stop standing there looking upset.
Oh, lovely. That was fun.
Look at the dog right now.
I see her. Astra,
Man.
you are fine. Vulgar, what did you get?
16 and an 8.
Bulgir is not good. Wait, are those for?
What is it for?
If you're on
Running.
top of, if you're riding a dragon, does?
Oh
he
yeah,
want
if
to
I'm
make
raiding a
skills?
dragon,
Yeah,
is
what's
it
his con?
the dragon?
Yep.
It's his con, right? One sec, let me check this.
His a Dracon.
His con's +2 as well. So let's just say it stays the same.
Just tell me what his bonus is.
Um,
Yours instead, so tell me the tools. If it's different.
it's just the same.
Okay.
Doesn't seem to change looking at it.
No worries.
I'm just intrigued on what the. Is this for? It depends. I'm intrigued now.
Eros
Is this
and Vulgar, you both have 1 point of exhaustion. One
is it
level
me
of
or is it a
exhaustion.
dragon?
A Dragon would have it if he's running.
Yes, I'm on his back.
So with exhaustion, it's slightly different now. Basically, your speed is reduced by 5 multiplied by exhaustion level. So your speed is reduced by 5 foot.
Yep.
And your rolls, d20 rolls, are reduced by 2 times your exhaustion level, which is the -2 at the moment. And that's it for now.
Right.
Very simple.
Lovely.
Not
That was the
as-
dragon.
Not as hurtful as it
Not
used
the
to be.
not the you got 2 exhaustions.
shit at
Your speed is
everything
half now.
And everything you roll is disadvantage.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Half speed is worse.
Remember
Half
the
speed
shadow.
is way worse.
Remember the Shadowfell where we
You
just
can
had like
get anywhere.
exhaustion and insanity and it was so terrible we just noped out of there the second we could. We got the
Yeah.
thing we needed and we're like, I wish myself out of here, fuck the...
Yeah.
Okay, Atlas, flying overhead, you see the dragonborn form of a in the darkness. Can't really tell the color.
Damn. Owls.
See, they're walking at a casual pace on the pavement, kind of just heading west.
I follow them.
Okay, from how far back?
30 feet.
Okay. They are moving at 15 foot around because they're going for a nice leisurely stroll. I will now need a stealth check from the Chimera. A disadvantage considering the first stealth check you gave was an 8.
I don't know what you're talking about. Can I bless him? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
You see somebody who turns around, looks up, clocks the Chimera, and then kind of just turns back and continues walking like normal. Doesn't seem phased or worried or.
When they turned around to clock me, could I recognize them anymore?
You can make a perception check because you're trying to stay back and stealthy, so you're probably not like up in their grill.
11.
11. Dark, moving.
Could I
on the
tell
back
if they
of a
were
Chimera.
like male or female at least?
But they looked male in form.
Okay.
But you're not sure exactly who they are. They ring a bell, but like you've seen so many people today,
So
and
many
you
fucking
like
dragons.
and dragons all are quite hard to like differentiate unless the color helps a lot.
So I know that it's definitely not the Asimar bitch.
No, it's not an Asmore. It's definitely a dragonborn, a male dragonborn. You
Okay,
believe?
well, Atlas will slow to follow them at like their pace,
Male.
and also let everyone catch the fuck up.
There's a male. Let's knock out the female.
Okay.
I mean,
You
it's gonna be night scale or torn,
you
right?
follow them another about 100 foot. Then they cross over the road.
Does Cyrus catch up to me at any point?
Nope.
Still hauling ass.
He'd be getting closer.
Okay.
He'll be gaining. He probably catches up just as they go inside the Scaled Cup Tavern.
Oh, look.
Okay, who wants to get a drink and maybe fight someone?
Cyrus, if you dash that whole time, I'm gonna need another. From you, Cyrus, I need 5 consecutive exhaustion checks.
I'm imagining Cyrus doing the like hands on knees, like.
Well, it's like he's like hands behind the head or hands on. Stretch out his abdomen. Make sure as much air is getting as possible. 5? Did you say, Harry?
5 in a row, please. If you dash the whole 1,000 foot plus. It was 1,020 foot is how far you're dashing. So yes, 5 consecutive checks, please.
Well, Atlas have said that to the others, like, message or something.
Atlas, did you just go following the individual, or did you just slow down and let them catch up? It's not like you just slowed down and let them catch up.
I mean, I followed them to where I saw them going. I imagine once I see them go in the Scaled Cup, I will then message everyone to let them know.
So that means she doesn't let you know until the end of these checks when Cyrus catches up to her. So everyone is going to need to make another 5 checks. If you're continuing to dash.
It's what my character would do.
I feel like after a while, Asher's like, no, I'll get there when I fucking get there.
I'm tired.
No, that's
my
a 15.
legs.
I'm a slow person. I'll get there.
5.
Cyrus, you're fine.
An 18.
Hey, I offered for someone to jump on the
20.
Chimera at the start.
What's the check? What's the thing? Is it less than 10?
How many checks was I doing?
5.
5.
We
Okay,
all
what
did
are the
5.
What are the top 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cyrus is good, actually.
Cyrus is fine. He's puffed, but he's fine.
He's not exhausted. He's just a little out of breath.
Barros,
and then
your exhaustion with those rolls rises to level 4.
Oh god, he's one from death.
Let me see.
Oh, I'm so tired.
Yeah. As soon as Asher has one exhaustion, she's like, no, I'm walking. I'm walking.
Barros, you're still not there. You're still like 300 foot short because like you've been getting slower, slower, and slower. And then Cyrus or someone from the front line goes like, he's gone in this tavern.
It's minus 2,
1.
isn't it?
Yeah.
-1.
Minus 2.
Imagining my message comes through like he's gone in the Scaled Cup Tavern and Barros just lies down on the pavement like no.
Is it 10 or more
on the pavement,
passes?
picks up a handful of biscuits.
It's skills. So every time you make the check, it increases by 1.
Oh, right.
So if you've made 2 before this, it is going to be the final one to be a DC 17 or DC 17. 16.
Right.
Sorry.
So Dragon fails 3 of them then.
Yep. So Dragon is on exhaustion level 4 then.
As soon as Asher gets a little bit tired,
and you're going slower because obviously he's reduced by 4 by 5, so he's slowed by 20 foot movement speed. So he's like half speed at that point. Like you'd be faster, Vulgar getting off and running your own.
Aster takes a
I'm
single
probably just
point
gonna
of
get off and start doing
exhaustion
it
and then
myself.
starts doing.
Thank you for getting off me. I'm very tired.
Aster takes a
Do you want a rest?
and then
I understand what the dragon with obesity is.
They'll die in like 5 turns. So as long as I get there in time.
Not even that. Like they'll wait for me. If they're dead, they're dead.
Once off, I'll just go. Do you want me to? Do you want to rest for a bit?
He just lays down the road.
I'll depuff him. Buff.
If we know what tavern they went into, surely we can just tell Argentum where they're at.
I don't know who it is yet. I didn't see him properly.
What do you mean you don't know? You were following them for like 5 minutes.
It was a male dragonborn.
No, it was like a minute.
It was a male dragonborn.
You ran 1,000 foot a minute.
It's dark, and I was moving very, very fast on a chimera.
Okay, well.
So we at the very least have to go in there and hope that not like every single suspect is in there at the same time.
That would be very unfortunate, wouldn't it?
Is your spell still up?
Is my spell still up? It's only been a minute.
Yeah, it's up.
I just cast it.
You got like 9 minutes left.
Yeah.
Just poke your head in the door, get the lights. Like, okay, it's them.
Why don't we go in, get a drink, see where it points to?
You good, man?
Yeah, just. I haven't had a run like that in a while.
Okay, Atlas will jump up to pet all 3 heads, be like, you wait here, I'll be back. If you see a guy run out of here being chased by us...
Murder.
No, just grab him. Just grab him. You can bite him a little bit.
In half.
A little bit.
A little in half.
No.
A quarter.
You can have an arm.
Or a leg.
Or a leg.
Both. Both legs.
Hand and a leg.
Can't run.
Yeah, sure, why not? It's not
Or just
crimes if
one
a
wing.
chimera does them.
If they have wings.
You can have both
You can-
wings
you
if
can
they
have a
have
wing.
wings.
Wings
Does
are
that count
stringy.
as cannibalism?
No.
They're a chimera, not a dragon.
Cannibalism is a ritual performed by humanoids.
Okay, let's get in here.
This would just be survival of the fittest.
Get in that tavern.
In the tavern.
Okay, you will go inside. Some of you more puffed out than others.
I feel like Ash is dragging Cyrus.
Barrow's still not there.
No, but by the time Cyrus
Cyrus
gets
is
to the
alright.
bar, he's fine. He's just like, yeah, I've
You're
recovered.
dragging Barros, who's just eating biscuits as he's being dragged.
He's like,
Leave me,
He's like
leave
eating
me.
church wafers
probably
as
Bar-
you're dragging him
Barros was
along.
running.
I need
Barros is
carbohydrates.
Barros,
Yeah,
Barros
you're
was
just
probably
running.
Barros was probably running along. Volge comes up beside him, and he just stops in front of him, jumps off a Dragon, and starts sprinting.
Barros,
And
like,
I just
reading-
imagine
you're, like, reading
Barros-
the back of the pack of Barros, and it's like, only 10 calories of sugars? Fuck!
I've got heartburn. I should not have eaten all that hot sauce. Fuck!
I feel like Astra has emergency biscuits on her or something.
Cyrus
He's
will
not
like
diabetic.
Cyrus will like help Barros
Where's
into the
Robbie?
bar. It's okay. We'll get you a good cold pint.
No, milk. Get me a glass of milk.
He needs some
I'm dying
milk.
here.
His mouth is so
Throw her
dry.
acid.
No, he wasn't ready.
Okay, get in the
Right.
bar. Who?
Into the bar.
Who do we see?
Oh, hey.
In the bar, you see at one table the twins.
Oh God!
Damn
General
it, they're all
Thylindra
over here.
Rightskill and Commander Zarkathis Nightskill. At another table, you see Archmage Laura Moonsilver and Valera Goldenwing having a conversation.
Is it still?
Ooh.
You also see.
Oh my god, it's the fucking
It's
train
all of them.
thing. They all stole it.
You also
I
see.
said that last
You
week.
also see sitting down at his little booth, Toran Emberheart.
Torn hasn't moved since we left him. He's so drunk.
He's just sitting down. Looks like he just. But you see, he's like waves someone over, and a drink is quick to arrive at this table. It must be his usual order. You do not see Argentum, and you do not see Master Artisan Zaldor Bronzeflame.
Of course we don't. They're at their minis painting club.
The Thursday.
Does the locate object
Yeah,
point to
where's my
anyone?
The
in
locate
particular?
object points to Toran Emberheart.
Walking over.
Yep. My
Sigil.
friends, welcome back.
Sigil.
Okay, wow, you are very good. I just acquired this from one of my contacts. They had been tasked to take it all the way back to the other side's lines. I told them I had a faster route to get it there. Pulls it out from his back. There you go.
Can we
I
call
have no way to
bullshit? Can
tell
I
if this is
insight him?
real or not, but I assume
Oh,
it
wait.
is.
Are you there?
We're all
It's
there
just you, is it?
eventually.
I mean,
Oh, we are, we all
I
there?
think she waited for
Can
everyone
I
to get there.
insight him?
Sure.
I'll insight this snacky
Ah, sure.
boy.
That's a 22, so it's a nat
14.
20.
Is that
It's the only. I hate getting nat 20s on it. It's useless.
Hmm.
Fucking miss plus 8
Seems
over
to
there.
be telling the truth.
So you are a triple agent?
Depends on the math.
Quadruple agent? You're working for the other side.
No, I'm working for this side.
Then why did you steal it and not tell us you stole? I'm so confused.
I didn't steal it. Me and your friend had an arrangement. As part of that,
Who
you
did
asked me
you
to.
steal it from?
I didn't steal it.
Who
Who
did
your
who did your
contact steal
Okay,
it
well
from?
Steal
now
it
you're
from?
going into things that I can't talk about. Okay, there's some things out there that I really just can't get into, and that's one of them.
I will punch
Yes,
you as
but-
hard as I can in your dragon mouth, and it won't hurt at all because I'm not very strong.
I was going to
And
say
then
it wouldn't
he
hurt.
will punch you as hard as he can in your dragon mouth, and it will hurt more.
Hi.
Gesturing to Cyrus.
Okay, well I'm going to talk to Beros because he's reasonable, and not you two.
Peros is like, hello, milk, please.
Barros Barros is,
ugly look.
Barros is pouring
come
like
on,
a full pint of milk just over his face.
I don't know if I'm feeling disgust or arousal.
Did Astra's insight pick up anything?
You believe that he is telling the truth?
Oh,
I'll clean myself up after drowning myself in as much milk.
Okay.
Okay. So, you got one of your contacts to. Well, one of your contacts was told to basically take the sigil across the border to the other side. But you managed to convince him that you knew a faster route, and so you obtained it.
Indeed.
Okay, did he rely any information on who he got it from or who he is working with?
You see. I got you the sigil, which is, one big chunk. I thought that would be more than enough. That information, I'm going to need something for.
What do you need? Because if you're going to fuck me, I've just eaten a lot of hot sauce, and that's not going to be pretty.
I would very much like to find a way to disappear.
Oh, that's easy. We got a ship.
Perfect. That sounds good to me.
We can
I'll
take
take
you.
it.
No. We can take you with us. As soon as we're done here, we're getting the fuck out of here and traveling across the Expanse. You're more than welcome to drop us off. Drop us off? No.
Yes, I'll drop you off.
We're-
In my ship.
we're-
Indeed. I'm so glad you understand. This is exactly what I wanted.
We'll drop
No,
you off
he's just-
wherever
he's-
along your way you like.
he's
a little
very
hysterical.
tired.
He just ran 1,000 feet in a minute, and then
Oh, honey.
and then consumed milk.
then chugged what looked like a gallon of milk in a single second.
Your tummy's feeling a bit funny, Barrows.
That's on top of all the hot sauce and god wafers.
Make
I
me
believe that celestial dip's gonna come up any minute now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's also on top of hot wings and
Yes,
celestial
that always was a dip that he had like
And anything else he
7
swallowed
hours ago.
within yeah.
Okay, so we take you
Goats
with us.
really will
and
eat
we
anything.
leave you at somewhere convenient.
Fine. I guess that could certainly be arranged. I am hesitant to give you this information because whenever I do, well, you are, going to do whatever you need to do with it, and I do worry that the individual who gave it to me will then know that I am not who they thought I was, at least not as aligned the way that they thought I was. So maybe, would tell me where your ship is, and I could go wait there away from everybody else.
Or half of us go tell our agenda and half of us go with you.
That also works. I'd probably prefer that, because if you're going to tell me it's out in the, mountains somewhere, that is not very helpful. But showing me would be very good. Transporting me there would be even better.
Then I think, Atlas, you should be the one to tell Argentum you made the deal.
Fair enough.
And
You need backup from somebody just in case it goes.
I mean, I've got Tawa, but if anyone would like to remain to give a little backup, I don't think this guy's going to be much trouble against a few of you guys.
I'm happy to stay with you. Then we can talk to Argentum together, and then
You're persuasive. I know the language.
Sounds good.
I don't know the language and I'm not persuasive. But I can hit things, so
You're on
maybe I should
babysitting
go with
duty.
Thorn.
Well,
Got
And
it.
We've
I
always
can
said that we
keep
need to
things
split up.
alive.
You're
Yeah,
not
and we-
persuasive, you don't know the language, and you're good at hitting things? That sounds like a great babysitter.
Right.
And we have said that we need to keep the Draconic speakers separate, so I'll go to the ship.
Astra, maybe you should stay with these two, just as healing backup.
Well, Tawa can only carry 2 people. In worst case scenario, we
But
both
Atlas can fly.
True.
Not as fast as Tawa can.
Yeah, but flying is.
All I'm thinking is if things go wrong on our end,
we're gonna make a bolt for it, right?
We can
Okay, that makes sense.
I've got a
things go
little bit
wrong,
of
Brian,
healing.
do you
If
need-
one of us gets knocked down, I can get us back up again.
I can go to the ship with you and keep Yuns alive. Atlas can keep the rest alive.
It's just I'm not sure if I'm comfortable with leaving just 2 people in Dragon City.
3. 5.
3
if you
for
count the
Tawa.
heads.
No, we're not counting the heads.
sometimes less is better, especially in a case where we may need to flee.
Yeah. Less intimidating too.
Me and
Okay, we're just giving evidence.
Me and Atlas are pretty fast. Although not over long distances, and not when you've eaten that much hot sauce. But we can jump on towers back and fly out.
Yeah, I'm just. Okay. Barros isn't in the best condition right now.
I'm fine now. I just
Our
Astra's
Astra
dead.
has.
From a dash, if you took a short rest, that would be enough to remove the exhaustion from a dash, from like a chase. So it's like short term. It's not like fucking like you're gonna need days to recover. It's like you're fucking winded and puffed right now.
You've pulled a hamstring.
we could wait here for an hour. I get myself back up to speed.
Yeah, we still have time. Like the deadline is.
But I'm not waiting till the deadline.
No, I'm not saying wait for the deadline. I'm saying we have time to just chill for a bit.
I would like a little rest. I've used up all my wild shapes.
Although also, if you are to tell us what you know, Torn, probably best not to do it where people could hear.
Indeed, that is kind of why I was thinking about us getting out of here. That would probably be most advisable. But you know, and that's when I said, no, that's not a stool. That's a butt plug. Ha ha ha! I fell over. So funny. General Brightscale, so good to see you. He like announces, looking over all your shoulders, and you see the form of this silver dragonborn just boom, both hands on the table. What are you doing
Jesus.
here, Torin? Oh, just entertaining some other towners. Can you see? You know, I like a bit of exotic peace. Not like you would know how to appreciate it. So busy looking up at the battle maps, you barely look what's around you, my dear. You make me sick. Oh dear, then maybe you shouldn't eat me. Haha. I don't say it to very many people. I would like to be eaten by a lot of people. But you're actually quite large. In hindsight, I don't want eaten by you. You are a real dragon, and I'm so sorry for any insensitive words I said. She looks at you almost like, you make yourselves smarter than this and get away from this fool before he drains all of your brain cells.
We didn't have very many to start with, to be honest. So
Yeah, speaking of losing brain cells, Barkeep.
What you want?
Cyrus will order a round of eel.
Yeah. How do you order it?
Maybe water for the satyr. He's looking a little green.
No, I'm fine. Order me some of those wings with the dip.
Cyrus will try and spot a tray of wings and maybe like a pint, and he'll point and be like 5.
Okay, cool.
Oh, we're getting 5 orders
6.
of wings.
6 because we're drinking with Torin apparently.
Barkeep nods. And then he says, he points at the table.
Atlas!
What?
What'd he say?
What'd you say?
He says in Draconic, would you like me to put it on his tab?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I'll get it dropped down to you shortly.
What'd he say?
He's putting it.
It's free.
Tab.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You go sit down. The general kind of like inspection
Alice
roll.
is just so like, we're skipping town anyway. He's not gonna pay that.
The general inspects you all a bit like curiously. She stands back up. Fine. And she heads back over to her
You're
table.
welcome to join us. We can order another one.
She doesn't even look back. She says a few words to her while standing, and then they both stand and leave.
She is hot though.
She is very attractive. All the dragons are really hot. Like they're
Alice
like
is just there, like, look, I know they're probably evil, but like, whew.
Yeah, not to mention they could eat you, and not in the fun way.
I'm not very big. I think a lot of people could eat me in a not fun way. It might take you a few like sessions, but
you also see the
Probably
Archmage.
just
he's for
bite-size
sale
them.
the same size as me.
The Archmage and the High Priestess Valera are also having a conversation. It looks like they're like maybe playing chess or something. They're playing some kind of board game at their table. Over like a bottle of wine.
Oh my god, they have those minis the other guy was painting.
It's like exes turned friends. John Tucker must die sort of situation.
They do keep shooting Torrin some pretty nasty looks.
Yeah, John Tucker must die. Torrin must die.
Oh, that is one of my favorite films.
Now it becomes apparent maybe why Torrin wants to get off this planet. It's not the metallic chromatic conflict he's worried about.
Yeah.
Look, if you had
Scorned
to work
The
lovers.
divine
Your
arcane
exes.
conflict he's worried about.
Look, like we wouldn't choose to move planets to get away from our exes, you know? It's I went on one failed date with someone in first year, and then I couldn't go in the student's shop for 2 years because he worked there.
Oof.
I didn't even realize it was a date when I agreed to it. I thought we were just, like, students.
Hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah, have some drinks, chill for an hour.
You can all get a short rest, and any exhaustion, your exhaustion resets to 0.
Oh, wild
Yay.
shapes, how I missed you. And
Is it
5
worth
healing,
rolling
which
a
isn't that great,
die?
but whatever.
I'll roll a die just to get one. No,
By
I
the
only
time
took
you
3
guys finish
damage.
a
I
short
don't need
rest,
it.
the Archmage and Valera will have left because it is coming up 1 in the morning.
Alright, I think it's time we headed out too.
And there's about 9 hours left. At 8 a.m. you'd be giving your final call.
Is
think
that all the
trading s-
suspects gone?
I think
Yes.
trading stories with a spy would be very fun. We've done a lot of crazy shit. He's probably done a lot of crazy shit. I feel like he'd get it, you know?
So,
We've done a little espionage. Poorly.
considering that the others are now away,
Mm-hmm.
spill the beans.
Speaking of spilling, about 15 minutes after you place the order, 6 pints full of celestial sauce come to the
Damn it.
table.
Oh God!
Cyrus, what did you do?
I pointed at the pints and I pointed at the wings and I was like 5 of them.
Okay,
think-
well, here's your pints. Alice will slide all of them over. Wave over.
we'll take an ale.
Wave over someone and
Yeah.
order 5 ales.
Yeah.
And some wings for our pints of sauce.
Yeah. Someone's like, just put it on my tab. It's all good. It's fine. I'll have another red wine, please. Thank you.
I didn't think he would order.
Drink
I
your
didn't think he would
pints.
merge the
Drink
order.
your pints.
I'm not drinking this
You
we
gotta,
glittery
just-
you
mayonnaise.
gotta
No,
chug
no,
at
no,
least
it's-
one of those as penance for your crimes.
As you order
I'm putting the
the
vote to the
wings,
table.
Volga will just shout, "Hold the sauce!"
I'm putting a vote to the table. He has to chug at least one of those as penance for his crimes.
What do you mean one? All 6?
I'm not chugging off.
I want at least 4 of them. Astro, you probably
Okay,
have
2.
Tupperware, right? You seem like the type to carry Tupperware on you as a person.
He does seem like the type.
Yeah. When Bess gets over barrels gets hungry.
Astra pulls out a biscuit tin and is like, "Oh, it's empty. Let's just pour some of this sauce in and we'll with it."
Chug the sauce, Cyrus.
Chug,
Chug.
chug, chug, chug.
Cyrus will pick up one of the tankards and be like, "To your health, Atlas. tries to chug a pint of this mayonnaise-like substance.
Yeah, it's almost like ranch in consistency, so it's a little bit more runny than mayonnaise,
but
which helps.
Thicker than liquid should be.
Yeah.
Is it like Domino's dip?
Yeah.
Oh, love that.
Domino's.
You would drink that anyway.
Yeah.
It's basically a pint of Domino's garlic and herb sauce.
You would drink
Tastes
that.
great, but it's not a
Consistency.
pleasant drinking experience.
I feel
no.
like the first mouthful is like, it's actually pretty good, and then the second and third one is like, the quality is rapidly
It does become a little bit like Bruce and Matilda.
Do I have to roll a con or anything, or do I just chug this?
I think this is actually an athletics check to get through this.
Just to not drown.
Thing.
Just to not drown as well.
What?
It.
It's like all down his side, like all on his chin, on his chest. And like you gotta wipe it off, but it's like oil based, like you're just getting slick all over. Like it's not. It smells of garlic like really aggressively. Like there's no way. Like this is gonna need a deep shower to get all this off you. It's all in your like beard, like. Oh.
It's like
Do we
it's
see
just like
Torrens'
very fucking
eyes?
stubble because he's still growing his hair
yeah,
back
true.
from when he got radiation poisoning.
Do we just see Torrin slowly like start like?
He's
Maybe, yeah.
already oiled up.
Yeah, he's
So-
oiling himself up for you,
Sets the
Torrin.
tanker down. Oh,
You spilt half of that, half again.
no.
You're showering before you go on that ship.
Sure. I'll bathe in the river.
I wondered.
You might kill
Barros,
a
have you ever
fish.
seen a water cannon on that ship?
Not on that ship, but I've seen a water cannon.
There's a hose in the cargo hold because we've used it to get rid of the viscera.
I'm gonna
Oh, yeah.
hose you down. Oh
The
yeah, that
thermal
reminds me. Yes.
viscera.
So you are getting
Yeah.
hosed down outside.
I'll just wash in the river before I get on. It'll be fine.
You know, I don't think that getting a bit of, you know, it's like getting deloused. You know, this might be cool. You know.
Anyway, more ale.
Cyrus will get up to the bar and just like pick up a few, like he'll pick up one napkin, look at the barman, and then just pick up the stack of napkins.
He's like, watch as you go, like. Undoes like a new pack of them, like.
He feels like the guy from Happy Gilmore. That's just always.
I once
I
watched someone
I like
sat
the
at a
idea you've
bar.
left one at the bottom.
I
and it's
once
now just
watched
sticking
someone
out by
sat
one
at a
napkin.
bar, knock their drink over and then save it to like being half full. Try to grab the napkins to like fucking pull them out to mop up their drink and just knock the rest of their drink over again. And he was just there like, and the
I've
barman
seen
just
about.
reached over, snatched the glass off the bar and took it away.
See, I've seen a bartender have the two bottles, throwing one of the bottles. Obviously, throws it, goes to catch it, catches it with two hands, and then goes, "Shit, I had a second bottle." As it drops to the floor, like head going down.
I've managed to, with a glass before, knock it off the table, go to catch it, and instead of catching it, just full on slap it across the room and smash it against the opposite wall. And then
It's
I was like,
definitely
it
broke now.
would have fallen on carpet anyway, it would have been fine.
There is a fantastic clip on our CCTV at work somewhere at the minute of me reaching for a glass of Prosecco that's empty on the bar, and it slides away from me, and I catch it. But if you imagine that's the end of the bar, my hand is like that, and the glass is like sticking out my fingertips there, like at the stem. I'm holding it like this, like, and like my upper hand is like doing, like I'm holding it, so I'm like completely fucked. I'm like help! It's like someone, it's like save me! I'm like take the glass.
I'll
Like,
never get
it's
over.
like, I knocked it, Pat. I lunged forward really fast, but I'm holding like 5 glasses in this hand. Like help me, please! Like I can't. I was like carrying loads at once.
I'll
Did
never forget
everyone
you
just
after
crowd
a day
around you
of
and
day
just go,
drinking, us trying to convince you to juggle, and you being
Yeah.
like, I might be too drunk to juggle. It's like, come on, try. And you just grabbed a fucking beer bottle.
Well, I took 3 bottles, and I threw one in the air, one through it.
You threw it,
Nah.
watched it smash, and was like, no, and then just put the other two back.
Test run.
I tried. I threw it. I knew I was going to catch it. Like, no, me throwing a second one. I'm going to drop that one. Just let it smash. Oh, but yeah.
So yeah, drunken sauce antics aside.
If Sauce is drunk.
Beans.
Well, I just in case that they're still around, lean in. This apparently was dropped off by a certain scaled sibling, you could say.
You're gonna have to narrow it down.
Of the male persuasion.
Of the
angry or the
male
bitchy?
Persuasion, sure.
Oh, the told you so's are building. They're building strong.
Volgir is now standing next to you, in case you start going, aye, and then just bump. Just like
Not
bang.
gonna say it until we tell Argentum about it. But I want you to know.
You can say it once you get to the ship, no earlier.
I want you to know on the next long voyage, I'm going to be absolutely insufferable.
I'm going to turn up the radio.
I'm going to explain to the radio, and I'm pretty sure it will turn itself down.
Bro, just say
like,
it.
please, I just want to say I told you so 1,000 times, and it's like, you know what? I'm putting myself on mute. You got this, girl.
Right, let's turn in for the night.
Wait. Do you have any proof?
Beyond what my individual told me, no, not really. But I do have the sigil itself.
True.
And I'm happy to undergo a zone of truth for any kind of spell like that to make it prove that I am innocent. I'm, man, you kind of get it.
Do any of us know that spell?
I do,
Well, that's not super helpful.
but I could cast it on myself.
I'm sure Argentum could cast it if
Yeah, but I thought you wanted to be out of Dodge by the time we're telling Argentum.
Yeah, I do not want to be here. Like, the whole point.
Isn't that
Oh,
a
they're gonna get me
cleric
out of
thing,
here.
Astra? Don't you have that?
A question. If we just leaving
Zone of-
straight
zone
after
of
sorting this out, didn't we do this specifically to do something else on this planet?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, but it was just to get Argentum to agree to talk to her, so...
If you
Right.
recall, Argentum wanted to trust you, and then Argentum had another problem that may need solved before he could go see Harmony.
Oh, Torn, we might not be able to get you off world immediately.
Oh man,
But we can.
that is completely not what we agreed on.
Well, we can get
But
you to
we-
the ship, and then if we take too long, you can take it yourself.
Sounds good to me.
No,
Happy with
no,
that,
that's
yep.
not.
Nope,
No,
shake on it.
no, that is no. We're not shaking on that.
No.
We have.
She
I'm
does not
touching your
speak
hand
for
if you
the
spat on
group.
it.
We have 2 allies on the ship that can safeguard you.
And also
While
3
we
other
deal with some
allies
stuff.
who are also there. They're not really going to be great at safeguarding anyone.
Doesn't fill me with confidence,
They're,
but sure.
they're also present.
It'll be somewhere you can hide out until we get back.
Brent,
And absolutely nobody is getting through Days and Sunshine, right?
Nobody. If
We
you
have to
want,
get
we
through
could.
the ship
what
first.
about nights and moonlight? Could they get through days and sunshine? They're like the
We
opposites.
haven't met them. We haven't met them yet.
No, we have.
We haven't met. Is there someone called? What?
I'm assuming it's going to be battalions, right?
What? No. You said that no one
Sunshine
could get through
and
the
days.
day and sunlight, and I said, what about
No,
night
no.
and moonlight? Could they not?
No,
Days and
days.
sunshine.
Days, like in a daze.
Oh,
They're
That's
a rabbit
terribly
and
confusing.
a lion.
there are what?
A rabbit and a lion.
It sounds like a lot of people could get through the rabbit.
She's pretty tough.
Yeah, you'd
She
sooner
would
get
surprise
through
you.
the lion probably than the rabbit.
Worst
Pardon?
case scenario, we can, stick you behind Tewa. No one's going through that.
As long as I am safe. That is kind of my whole. But I'm sick of dodging bullets.
Yeah, so we will take you to the ship, and you two will report to Argentum.
And then
You
we'll
can send
report
us
to
like
you.
you can send us like a sending
I'll let
or
you know
something.
what the
Oh,
deal is.
by the way, when was the last time we contacted Diaz?
Shit!
Yeah. Asher probably message Dave's like, we're fine.
we're fine. Green, all's good here. We're
All right,
fine. How are you?
No, we're expecting to see you again in about, you said another 9 hours or so from the last message. We were just waiting for you.
Some of us will be back soonish. Others are finishing a thing, but we'll be back all within 9 hours.
You coming back?
Days, what are you wearing?
I am coming back, yes, with Cyrus and Volgi and a new friend.
All right. Oh, good. We're fine here. Kobolds have mined some things. It's gotten quieter, so yeah, nothing really happening.
Be there soon-ish.
Using a lot of spell slots for this. Are you about
It's
to go
near
to
the
sleep?
end of the night.
You thinking about me? Is that why?
Asher
you
doesn't
are.
respond.
Days, what are you wearing?
Love you, Days.
But Asher thinks she gets back, she can long rest.
It's like when you went on
Sure.
holiday and like you were texting someone, but like you were like abroad, so the texts were really expensive. It's like, no.
All right, let's.
That's why you can tell someone's age by how they message, because like before a certain generation, they send it all in one chunk, and then after you send it in individual messages.
Are we looking to rest and then sort this, or are you just gonna go now and we'll just head to the ship?
We'll go now.
Yeah, let's just
Okay.
go now.
Let's go.
We've
Get
been
this
offered a
over.
room anyway, so we can always rest after we tell him.
True. If you need anything, send a message.
All right.
We'll let you know.
All right.
All right, let's go tell the big boss that one of his generals is a filthy traitor.
Bless you.
Okay.
Tewa, we need a lift. We don't actually need a lift, we can just walk. We might need an escape vehicle, depending on how badly this goes. Quick, get in the getaway chimera.
Okay, so Cyrus, Volgir, and Turan are heading out on foot towards
And Astra.
And
I'm not sure.
and Astra. Heading out towards the Chimera. And then
our chaotic crime duo.
plus Tewa are heading
I'm sorry, you're saying Tewa isn't a chaotic crime duo?
they're like a trio in themselves.
Yeah.
It's your chaotic crime quintuplet. What did you do?
Aha! I knocked over a glass and spilled water on the floor, but I managed to catch the glass so it didn't smash.
Okay. The floor
Nice.
is soaking. And with that, that is where we're going to stop for tonight. Thank you for joining us. Bye bye. And